Hello, every sluggy. Hello. I am back. It's been like, oh my god, like almost 3 weeks. It's kind of wild. But yes, hello, every sluggy. It is I, Minamiushi, Cyborg Sea Slug, here for a shell of a time. And today, I am surprisingly EP. Dark Souls banner, internet restored. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's exactly. I'm glad you got it, Goo, because that's exactly how it is. It's like, holy shit, it has been a long week. Like, there was off-kai, and then there was a week of me just decompressing, and then it's like, okay, what if you had an extra week of recompressing with no internet? Get fucked, loser. But how you doing, Goo? How you doing, every sluggy? Been your way into ER last week or so due to... Wait, DLC. Oh, Elden Ring. Oh my god. That is such an unfortunate acronym thinking on it. It's like, oh yeah, I was just into the ER, the emergency room? What, you're dying, Goo? Like, no, it's Elden Ring. Of course it's Elden Ring, but also, holy shit. But yes, I took a look at Elden Ring a little bit as a treat. I'm not sure if I want to go with my old build of like the double ultra great sword, if I want to use my Virgil magic katana bullshit build for this coming weekend. We'll see. I might make a poll or something, I don't know, and by that I mean having tested it while the super Oonga Boonga build is less versatile. Holy crap, it pumps out so much damage and is very funny. The emergency room's getting a DLC in God, I wish the emergency rooms in America got DLC. How about the DLC that doesn't make it cost $500 goddamn dollars to get an ambulance, among other things? How about that? No, we gotta go fund wars we don't want and also go fight for countries that are kind of just... I'm not gonna get into it too much, but let's just be honest here. Fuck off of that. Like, that's war crimes there, you stop that. Not to mention, apparently, like, they're trying to make, like, the draft automatic now instead of a selective service thing. Like, it's no, we're just automatically putting you in the system. There are no draft dodgers now? And the age is up? I don't know. Anyways, let's get off of all that awful news, because yikes. Yeah, chill vibes. We are chilling today. But yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks. Let's see. I guess... Okay. You know, let's just actually do a dive first so I can just, like, talk and move around a bit as a treat. And actually try to remember how to actually talk as a person. I mean, we only got, like, not even a quarter through the last dive, so... Because it's almost like the ocean is thick as hell or something. But yeah, let's see. Let's start with... Okay, last time I streamed was like right before off-kai. Speaking of, yes, off-kai. Off-kai? Off-kai was interesting to say the least. Like, I got there at like 8 in the morning, had breakfast at the hotel, dropped my stuff off, and just the line for registration at like 8 or 9 in the morning was over an hour long by itself. Which, yeah, okay, it's registration at a con, that happens sometimes, although with a con of only 3,000 people, it's a little silly, but they're new. I will admit I was expecting more of a VTuber convention for VTubers, and less a corpo VTuber thing, because that obviously brought a lot more people, but also, like, I only met, like, maybe half a dozen people I could actually recognize. Actually, no. Half a dozen people and then Kiss VT, but Kiss VT was sadly mostly stuck at the vendor's hall booth for most of it. Also, hello there, little guy. Oh god, I forgot how to actually play this. Oh no. It's like the ocean. Honestly, crap, that's what it was. Actually, I might be able to do this right here. I've been meaning to get a quote bot. I might be able to use this as a quote bot. Let's see... Do I have that capacity? It's thinking about it. It is no longer thinking about it. That's unfortunate. Do I not have... It's like there's an option for quotes on the bot I'm using, but everything's just not active for some reason. I will put that I'll put that in my little funny little box and be like, okay, for later use, because I need a quote bot at this point. Better than like random out of context quotes, because I've been deleting a lot of those. I'm like, wait, the quotes are still good. I just don't want them as clips to be like, oh hey, here's your introduction to Mino, and then a hentai. No. Like, good out of context, not good for being an introduction to people that you just rated into. Just saying. But yeah, it's been a time. Yeah, no, whatever the quote bot's trying to do, it's not quoting and it's not botting well. So we're just gonna go fix that, you know, when it's actually sensible, maybe. And not doing it live where it doesn't want to actually do anything with itself. There's like quotes and there's extra quotes, but like you click to add anything and it's like, that's illegal, my dude. Yeah, back to Offkai. Let's see, yeah. There was like a line for registration. It was like an hour long. That was nifty. I think I went to opening ceremonies, and ironically, opening ceremonies itself had nothing resembling a line. And was kind of typical, pretty standard, like 15-minute spiel, hee hee hoo hoo. And I didn't really go to a lot of panels, actually. Like, I was going to go to some, but then I was like, okay, but what if I check out the games room first? Because obviously, was tempted to go to the Guilty Gear tournament, and honestly might have been a better option in some ways, because, like, Positivity had their little, like, meetup with Kiss VT through the iPad. Problem is, Vendors Hall there had a line that was clear out the building about 1 to 2 hours long, literally all day Friday and all day Saturday. And then Sunday that line just magically disappeared and no one gave a crap. Like, it's so silly. Okay, now it's L. Yes, L to scan. Okay, I'm remembering. Look at this thick-ass southern bluefin tuna. What a unit.
Southern bluefin tuna. A carnivorous...
Okay, realizing actually trying to do the actual fish facts here doesn't really flow well, but at least we can vibe as we just kind of scrungle around a bit and scan things. That works too. But yeah, let's see. Lines were huge, lines were thick. I almost entered the Guilty Gear tournament. Probably for the best that I didn't, because I would have, like, to be fair, like, I know the person who won, so maybe I would have, like, at least made top 8 or something, because, like, he can cream me, but the people below him I could probably take, well, if I wasn't super rusty, which I am a little rusty still. But putting that aside, lots of lines. Vendors Hall, kind of insane. Oh, right, I remember now. Because the reason I didn't actually do the tournament or get to Vendors Hall as soon as I wanted to is because of I had to check in at 1 o'clock, because they really hate early check-ins down there. Like, they're just like, oh, hey, you can't do an early check-in. It costs $50 if you want to check in before 1 o'clock. It's like, dude, it's like 11 or 12. $50 for an hour or two is kind of batshit insane. So I found a very cool taco truck. It was like $10 for 3 gigantic shrimp quesadillas. It was probably the best food I've had in a long time, which is saying a lot, because I've had some decent food. Pretty solid food. But, like, goddamn, like, they had, like, thick-ass, like, feta cheese and, like, really good sauces, and, like, they marinated those shrimp so good. Oh my god. Wild. Also, what is this bottle thingy here? Is this supposed to be, like, the wrecked ship? I'm not quite sure. Like, there's an arrow pointing to you. What are you doing here? Stream of consciousness streams. Not exactly concise. But yeah, I got thick-ass lunch. I ate the very messy lunch in the hotel lobby out of spite. Like, okay, yeah, I'm eating this in front of you. Fuck you, look at me eat this. Then I got to actually check in. And then I spent at least an hour or so. You know, it's really hard to maintain a sea-slug form, just saying, especially when I kind of, like, burned a lot of skin on my arm. Don't worry about that part. At least that's mostly healed now. But yeah, Positivity, like, I think I got there around either, like, no, Carnage was Sunday, so it was like, it was Ryu and then Misa. So I got to see those two, and I think, like, Hepper and Carnage and Bancha especially were in the background. Got to show off, got to hang out with Vivi a lot. We talked shop. We kind of just, like, memed around with as Kiss VT. God, I'm trying to remember what else. Oh, right, because we also went up, explored the hall a bit. Had an interesting dinner of just entirely fruit, which, to be fair, fruit good. Fruit very good civ. I had fruit dinner with Vivi and Braun. Tried new fruits, like, I never actually had a lychee proper. Like, I've had lychee sake, did not like it. Lychee proper, much better. Much, much better. God, Friday night still blur. Alright, because we also had to walk out to Vivi's hotel because they needed something. That was its own little adventure because that was like a 15-minute walk each way, dodging traffic, all that good stuff. I don't remember Friday night at all. And not because I got drunk or anything. I think I literally just, like, hung out, went to karaoke, went to games. I think there was, like, one panel that I've already forgotten about because, let's be honest, I have the memory of a goldfish. Speaking of fish, hello there. Okay, I already got the sockeye salmon. Silly little guys. But yeah, went to bed surprisingly early Friday. Saturday, mostly treating arm wounds. Removed my arm because I needed to remove my arm because holy crap, that thing was not... would have damaged the rest of my arm further if I didn't take my arm off. You know how it is sometimes. You just casually take your arm off to not let the infection spread further. Ooh. Saw Kiss VT proper. Also, thinking on it, I also saw my breakfast, and also, holy crap, the breakfast at the hotel there, holy crap. They had a magic pancake machine. You press a button, it would just automatically make the pancakes. Like, it had, like, the batter and everything already in it. It took, like, a minute or two, just bing, bang, boom, flipped them out, put them on a conveyor belt, out they go. Like, I'm pretty sure that's no longer science. They've now hit magic territory, and that's impressive in its own right. Like, it's kind of amazing. Let's see, what else? Okay, obviously breakfast, yada yada yada. Did I even have lunch Saturday? It's kind of hard to remember to actually eat during conventions, not gonna lie. Like, I'm usually pretty good about that. Like, yes, the youngins must have nutritious and satisfying meals. Do as Senshi would want you to do, but also, time kind of stops being a concept at conventions, and it's been, God, since... I want to say September of last year was the last convention I went to. Which is funny since I have like 3 lined up for this year already. But yeah, it's just a lot of memeing around, going to panels, went to Vendor's Room again. There was a lot more line Saturday, which is, yeah, obvious. Especially for the concert. Like, the concert line for the Off-Kai choir and like the Kiara and the other singers was... Let's just put it this way. The line, in and of itself, was like a 3-hour line for the concert. Like, I felt like I was at Anime Expo again, and this was a con of 3,000 people. If that tells you anything. Like, that line stretched clear out the building, almost halfway down to the other hotel down the road. Like, you could literally take a picture of the hotel... And, like, you could have the whole hotel in view without zooming in at all. Like, it was insane how big that line was. But yeah, I got pretty good recordings of Off-Kai Choir. I kind of left halfway through after the Off-Kai Choir itself was done, because I mostly came for, like, them and Braun and Vivi. And I was like, okay, Kiara's doing stuff, that's good, and I'm done. Went out to karaoke. Karaoke kicks ass. There should be a karaoke room at every con. If there's not a karaoke room, what are you doing? Make a karaoke room. Karaoke is the shit. I love karaoke so much. Even if it's much easier when you're a little tipsy, because then your vocal cords are that much loosened up, especially in my case, considering how deep my voice is on average. Yeah, karaoke was good. Room parties also very, very good. Very fun. Saw Eldritch Grandpa. Eldritch Grandpa, love them. Love them very much. Sadly, don't really interact with them much, but, like, what he does is very cool. What he does is very, very cool. Like, he has so many VTuber grandbabies. We all love Eldritch Grandpa here. Let's see, who else did I meet? So, like, Braun, Vivi, obviously Kiss VT, Eldritch Grandpa. I could have sworn there was others that I'm blanking on. And this is Saturday. Like, Sunday there's a couple as well, but let's see. Is that really it? Was it really just room parties and karaoke in the concert? Yeah, no, that's really all it was. Not a whole lot to talk about, no wild stories there, surprisingly. I actually managed to behave myself, surprisingly. which is rare. Let's be honest here. You know me. Behaving myself is more of an obligation than an actual natural thing. Like, I'm usually good at staying out of trouble. It's just I'm also very good at just getting into wacky adventures. But surprisingly not this case. It is a strungle. Yes, a strungle. That is absolutely correct, Goo. But yeah. Also, another reason why I didn't get into too much trouble on Saturday is because, like, there's karaoke and room parties. The karaoke closed at 1. The room parties closed at 2 o'clock. The room parties were done by 2 o'clock. Who the hell goes out drinking and says, ah, yes, it's like, it's only 2 a.m. I guess it's time to just stop and head to bed, said no one ever. Like, what happened to old, like, pre-plague oh, you're a big boy. Wait, I already have you, don't I? Yeah, you're an orca. Regular orca, I think. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What a big boy. What a good boy. You are too thick to carry along with me. But yeah, no, like, pre-pandemic cons were amazing because you'd, like, get drunk on Fireball in a stairwell with a bunch of friends you just met until, like, 6 or 7 in the morning. Not the case here, sadly. Not the case here, sadly. Sunday was very subdued. I disguised myself as a regular old human being for the day. Had Boncha's Tanuki jacket was my only real identifier because otherwise I just could not be bothered to look pretty. And let's see. Had... what? God. Like, Sunday breakfast, then left. Oh, right, I remember. Had the weird, like... I think it was like a Thai burrito of sorts or something. It was kind of odd. Pretty spicy, like, I love good spice. I am very much a spicy boy now, especially after moving further down south. But yeah, no, Sunday there wasn't much. Like, the only interesting thing Sunday is that there was no line for the vendors hall. My friend got COVID and also almost got shot in the same day, which is saying a lot. So I was able to meet up with them and at least get the stuff I got from the vendors hall because we were sharing a bag that I was carrying around Friday, as well as my detached arm. Let's see, I was mostly rushing to get back because there was like so many delays. Let's see, what happened? I went to go get my luggage. The bus was like outside, like right after I got there. I was like, okay, I'll be able to catch the bus. And the problem is, for whatever reason, because they weren't expecting like actual con, guest, and overflow hotel stuff, my bags were in like a 3rd or 4th hidden room that they took like 20 minutes to find. So I missed that bus entirely. And it also, oh right, they also messed up my order when I was ordering lunch. I remember that too because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get lunch, I'm gonna go meet up with Vivi, I'm gonna get my stuff, and I'm gonna head out to the airport. They messed up lunch, they're like, oh, we made the entirely wrong thing, we'll have to get you something else, so I'd wasted a bunch of time. And then I was gonna wait on Vivi, I was like, okay, I'll hold off on eating the rest of this until Vivi gets here. But then Vivi apparently, like, walked out of the hotel, was like, oh crap, I still have stuff inside, didn't have the room key, so I had to go negotiate to get their room key back since they had just checked out, and then come to go get me and go get my stuff without trying to actually make any direct contact because obviously, yeah. And in addition to that, outside of like the food mess up and the hotel shenanigans and the other hotel shenanigans, because yeah, it was food messed up, Vivi was late because of hotel shenanigans, I got to my hotel to check my stuff out, and they had their own shenanigans, which made me get late getting my bag out. And then in addition to that, the 15-minute bus didn't show up for like a good 30 to 45 minutes. I was very close to being late to the airport and missing my flight entirely to get back here. It was kind of stupid. But it was fun, though. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun when I was able to. Like, there was a lot of just wandering around, and the lines were terrible, and they are assumedly getting a much bigger convention center next year. God, I hope so, because if it's like this year, I don't know if I can... Like, if they're like, oh, hey, we're at the same place, like, I don't think I'm going next year. That's way too small. It's way too small. It's not going to work. It barely worked this time. Like, the only reason it worked this time is because I had friends there. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I was mentioning about Sunday, like, we also saw Kiss VT again, and also Carnage was doing stuff. Although Carnage sadly had connection issues, so we didn't get to see him too much. But Lionel was also there. I got to meet Lionel too. Lionel, very cool. Very, very cool. Much taller than I was expecting. Like, much, much taller. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, no, you are tall as hell. Holy shit. But yeah, that was nothing too amazing, nothing too incredible besides meeting my friends, which is its own gift, but it was fun. Like, I would say it was a net positive. In spite of the con, in this case. In spite of the con, in this case. Like, the con definitely could have been run better or in a much larger location. And let's see, after that, I was mostly just decompressing the next week, and by decompressing, I mean I definitely wasn't playing Wuthering Waves for like an entire week and being like, okay, this is how I'm avoiding post-con depression, just play Wuthering Waves non-stop for like an entire week. Yeah, because I was going to stream Zelda, and I was like, nah, not really feeling it. And then I was going to actually stream Sunday. I was going to stream on Sunday. And then I think that's when the internet went out. Yeah. And then the internet was out for an entire week because there's a weird bullshit going on with the people who manage the internet for my lab. Like, I don't get actual signal worth of shit. Like, it's underwater. Like, imagine getting cell phone signal in the ocean. Imagine. It doesn't work. Cell phone doesn't work. Data, no work. So if you have your internet cables, which most of them run under the ocean, so it's actually surprisingly simple to get, then you don't have to worry too much. But when that is out, because for some reason the local area where your lab is located is like, oh hey, you had a perfectly good internet provider, although they're kind of assholes and nobody really likes them, and it was at least working, we are now forcing you to disconnect because they've been outbid and there is no longer allowed to have any service in your immediate area entirely. I was like, okay, this sucks, because the authorities in question were like, oh yeah, you're not going to actually lose your internet or anything. Like, if you've had an individual account with them, it is perfectly fine. You'll be just fine and you'll still have internet until you switch over if you want to. Yeah, that was a load of shit. That was absolute bogus. Like, it was so stupid. So basically fought with them for days about that, until they eventually came back and like, oh yeah, no, we screwed up, haha. Actually, it's all screwed up, haha, hee hee hoo hoo. Had Google Fiber come by, because surprisingly they also do undersea lab, like fiber, which again, that's almost like fiber cables run under the ocean, like, duh. But they also were like, oh hey, we have this little like network box that goes like at the top of your lab, like in your entryway. Yeah, what if we didn't actually, change that in a way that actually works? Also, hello, Mr. Shark, I love you. Why are you following me? Or am I following you? I mean, honestly, I feel like the bright lights probably aren't good for you either. I'd be upset too if somebody just like swam by me and just shoved a light in my face, so I can't blame him. But yeah, internet. Anyways, let's see, yeah, because Google Fiber is like, okay, network box, no work, no signal. It's also not our box, also need new cables. It's like, okay, then come back after you get new cables. And literally like 4 or 5 days later, like they come back for another appointment. It's just like, oh, we can't do anything, there's no cables. Like, are you squidding me right now? You've had 4 or 5 days to lay your stupid cables and fix the network box, and you have done literally nothing. Not a goddamn thing in 4 or 5 days. Like, not a single bit of action at all. Kind of insane. Especially when I haven't had internet for that whole time and was slowly going feral. Because, yeah, data sucks, and, like, yeah, I can touch grass, but you can only touch grass for so long before you get bored, damn it. You can only touch grass for so long. Like, yeah, I'm able to go see my funny friends out here. Like, I did have options. It's just, for whatever reason, I was not really feeling it that week. Like, I was too stressed over the internet itself to actually do anything productive outside. Which is unfortunate, but, hee hee hoo hoo, stress is stupid. But yeah, I literally had to basically be like, okay, the people who are in charge of this shit show, give me somebody who actually knows what the hell they're doing. Okay, I have your card now. Okay, can you get this thing fixed? Okay, you say you have it fixed. Let's go over it. Okay, the next appointment is Sunday. Okay, that sucks ass. That's an entire week without internet, but I'll deal with it. I will just have to go out to the local C-Bucks and go like, hey, I'm going to borrow your internet so I don't have to go into this other office because, ugh. That thing's way out in the boonies. Not worth swimming to. But all the same, was able to hang out with Spikey Saturday, Sunday, had a lot of fun with him and Hime. And everything kind of went well. Internet came in, and then internet strangely broke because I'm not sure if somebody messed with the box again, but it wasn't working when I came back home last night, so I almost was like, oh god, do I even get to stream this week? Fortunately, all I had to do was just like mess with the network box myself and take matters in my own hand and be like, okay, I'm just going to switch this Ethernet cable into this other port, and lo and behold, it works. So I'm not so if somebody tampered with my box after I left Sunday, or what, but it's working now and has been working all day, so presumably we should be good for the future going forward. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Spiky and Hammy are a lot of fun to hang out with. Like, yeah, they are technically an old married couple, and they do like to just sit around and watch YouTube and Netflix and stuff, but that's still fun. Like, that was mostly Saturday was that. Also going to go get lots of stuff at the Asian market. Also, if Hime makes a goddamn killer hot pot. Oh my god, Hime, please. Hime, tell me your secrets. Hime, why is your hot pot so good? I'm sorry that for whatever reason your hot pot kept getting cold too fast and started congealing slightly. I don't know what was up with that and why it didn't affect me or Spiky, but either way, it was good. It was good. Oh yeah, and I also played Fortnite on the Switch of all things because we're like, okay, I have the Switch here. We can do this. We can make it happen. Spiky's internet struggled a little bit trying to have 3 people play at the same time, but it worked out. Although, again, I would not recommend playing any shooter on the Switch except for Splatoon because you can't aim a damn thing, and auto aim doesn't, like, aim adjust doesn't work worth a damn. Like, they're like, oh, there's aim adjust. Like, are you? Yeah, if you say so. The only thing I can use is grenade launcher and fists. But yeah, then hung out with them Sunday with their other friend, and we went around town, lots of antique shops. I'm really looking into a very nice ocean painting. It's like $50, but it was so big I'd need my own car and the back seats down to even try to fit the damn thing in. I need to go back for that actually at some point. I also got a lot of retro magnets of like Super Nintendo and N64 games. Very cool. I might have spent a little too much. It was like $50 for like 10 magnets, but that's besides the point. But we hung out. We also had... It was K-Pod. Yeah, K-Pod. Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue. God, I miss Korean barbecue. Like, it's really good. It's really expensive, though. Like, ugh. Which is why I made sure to eat as much meat as possible, because, like, if you're spending that kind of money, eat as much as you can. But you'll get charged if you don't finish your plate. Then just keep eating. No, shut up. Just keep eating. Also, it needs more oil. It needs more oil, damn it. It keeps sticking. You need to put more oil on that. Also, we went to a very nice sweet shop that just opened up, or at least its grand opening is like in a couple weeks, but they have like promotional stuff beforehand. I've had way too many breads filled with cream. The cream of the crop. Like, so much cream this weekend that I'm surprised I didn't just have a heart attack on the spot. Like, oh my god. I'm done with bread and cream for a while, I think. And then got back... Ironically played Fortnite again because I guess I'm just playing Fortnite now. I guess that's just my fate. I'm just playing Fortnite now. If you want to play Fortnite with me, hit me up, I guess, because that's a thing now. Yeah, I did that collab that one time, haven't played since, and now I guess I'm starting to go into the hole. Which is understandable because it is a nice thing to do to just like shoot the shit and not really care too much otherwise, so I get it. I do get it. Like, playing it for its own merits, no, but if you're playing it with friends, it's worth it. It's not like playing freaking League of Legends or something, God forbid. Like, there is no excuse to play League of Legends. I don't care how many friends you have that play League of Legends. Please value yourself more. Please, I beg of you. Aw, little dwarf sawfish. Sadly, despite being a dwarf, don't have enough capacity. Oh well. I feel like you make some pretty good meals as well, but still learning things. I mean, that's just kind of how cooking is. It's literally a culinary science. There is a lot of experimenting. There is a lot of experimenting, unless you're baking. Like, if you're just straight up, like, cooking, pan frying, sauteing, that kind of stuff, you can experiment a little bit. Like, there's ground rules, obviously, but you can experiment a decent amount. And usually comes out fine as long as you make sure to taste your food. Taste your food before you finish it. If it tastes completely off, make sure to adjust your flavors with spices and other stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Now, if it comes to baking, though, yeah, no, baking is a very precise science. Do not experiment with that. Things will go wrong. You will not be happy at the end. But yeah, that was my last few weeks in a nutshell, more or less. And here we are. Just kind of memeing around in the ocean as a treat. Also, that took a lot less time to explain than I thought, but maybe I'm just yapping really fast because I have not really talked a whole lot for a while besides the last couple days. One of your bucket lists is inviting VTuber friends to a big picnic and making food for everyone. Hey yo, VTuber picnic. You have any idea how much a VTuber picnic would slap? Like, oh my god. Like, a surprisingly large number of VTubers know how to cook. We would have so much food. What would we even do with all that food? I mean, obviously eat it, but like, we'd have so many leftovers. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of us also have big appetites. Like, I'm a black hole myself. Despite my size being the same. Like, you have seen 3D Mino. It's just the same thing. I just look a little less cartoonish. You thought there was a person behind her, but no, you were wrong. It was me. It was just a sea slug the whole time. You done goofed. But yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I mean, I wouldn't recommend a VTuber picnic around this time of the year because everything is melting. But that's besides the point. Maybe like a nice springtime picnic or a fall picnic, though. That would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, it's been, besides internet being very stressful, relatively chill. Besides having to go to C-Bucks and go to the library and also falling down too many gacha holes. Thank you, Boncha, I guess. Although, let's see. Like, what did I get into? I got into AFK Journey because of Boncha sponsorship. I finally dropped that because I realized exactly how much you would have to pay to win to even try, because it's basically like, okay, the entire progression's like, okay, you do this stuff, but to actually get good stuff, you have to get like top 100, top 200 stuff, and no matter how good you are at optimizing or being efficient, like, it's still going to be pay to win in the end. That's just sadly how it is. But I got into other holes. Like as mentioned, despite the fact that I surprisingly have not seen any like sponsors for it, which is weird considering the game's like not even a month old yet. Wuthering Waves, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Like again, like after Afkai, I played it for most of that week, and not gonna lie, at least at base gameplay wise and just traversal wise and just the feel of the game, 10 times better than Genshin. Like, I'm not sponsored by either of them, so I can freaking say this. Genshin, no, I can't go back to Genshin. Like, I was pretty much done with Genshin anyways. Like, I fell off super hard and then usually would come back for like a week or two and then fall off again. I don't think I can come back to fall off in the first place at this point. Like, it's so much slower. Make really good food if you say so yourself, but you still want to expand into different kinds of foods. Like you want to try making some pozole rojo at some point, but you got a few Korean recipes you want to try as well. Oh, those would all hit. Those would all hit very good. Like I just ate before this, and I'm already feeling a little hungry again. Oh my! Fell super hard, so I got blamed a lot. I mean, yeah, because like Genshin's basically the system is, okay, you got your main DPS, you got your support DPS that usually have effects that go off when they're not actually in there and stuff, like Fischl, for example, is an easy one to get. Then you got your healers like Barbara or whoever else. But the thing is, like, it was so very, very slow. Like, there was a long... If I remember right, there was actually a surprisingly long cooldown to, like, switch characters sometimes. It was entirely based around their ultimates. There wasn't a whole lot of death. It was mostly just, okay, use skill, good energy, ultimate, repeat. And Wuthering Waves does that as well to some extent, but there's a little more depth to it. Like, in addition to skills, in addition to ultimates, every character has their own, like, special unique skill that they build up using their, like, Concerto gauge, which is a different gauge to manage resources. It actually kind of feels like Final Fantasy XIV in a sense, like, using different gauges in that way. Like, let's see, one I use a lot right now is like Yin Lin. Her thing is that she builds up enough gauge. If you hold down the heavy attack button, she does like a massive AoE that also applies the damage over time, which is really nice. And there's also, in addition to like just skills, ultimates, and the like unique skills, there's also these things called echoes, which basically act as like the artifacts or equipment in Genshin. Except they're also their own unique, like, fighting mechanic. You can summon them, like, once every 15 to 20 seconds, and you can also, like, skill cancel out. Like, you can, like, use a summon, switch to another character, and have multiple characters on the field at the same time. for brief bits of it, with a lot of like swapping and canceling, and it's kind of wild. Like, it feels more like I'm playing Devil May Cry than something like Breath of the Wild or Genshin. Like, it's kind of insane. Like, admittedly, it is not even a month old. Content is very sparse. Like, I got to, I think I got to, like, Union level 41 or whatever they call it. And I am completely out of main quest, let alone side quest. Like, I think the last main quest is only at level 21, which was a long time ago. So it's mostly just running dailies at this point, which, yeah, that gets old kind of fast, but that's how it was for Genshin 2 at the start, so I can't really blame them. You can only get content out so fast. See, the one thing you didn't like from Genshin or Hoyoverse in general is how fast the banners and characters roll out. I mean, yeah, the banners and characters for any gacha game are usually, like, on 3-week timers, and that's with any of them. That's the same with Fate, it's the same with Honkai, it's the same with Wuwa in this case. Like, you're not gonna get rid of that. That's just how it is. Like, there's gonna be banners on average once every 3 to 4 weeks. Well, that's just the name of the game. That's the nature of the game. And Wuthering Waves looks and feels way too close to Genshin. I mean, I'll be honest. It's a Genshin clone. It's a Genshin clone in the same way that Genshin is a Breath of the Wild clone in its own sense. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of stuff from it. But it also adds a lot of stuff that makes Genshin feel obsolete. Like, let's see. Besides the combat being way... Also, thinking on it. There were other things as well. Like, it's not just combat. Like, combat-wise, it feels way better. There's a lot more to do. In addition to that, which is traversal and combat-wise, you don't get, like, just 1 or 2 dodges. You get, like, 6 to 8 dodges, potentially, before your stamina has to recharge. Which is nice. Also, you get witch time on dodges, and sometimes, depending on characters, if your dodges will get you like special shields or like damage buffs or stuff. And there's also a parry system, so you can actually just like try to royal guard it, kind of. Like there's like a glowy circle, you attack at the right timing, you like take off a lot of like poise meter. Like it's weird. It's like a combination of like Genshin, Devil May Cry, and Dark Souls almost. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. And traversal in general is a lot better because if you're just like sprinting, like non-combat sprinting, does not take any stamina. It doesn't take any stamina. And in addition to that, you know how many walls I climbed? You know how many walls I climbed in Wuthering Waves? Yeah, that's behind Punishing Grey Raven as well. Yeah, PGR is apparently not that good, so I've heard. Like, it's kind of like their first attempt at trying to copy off of Genshin, but they kind of messed up all over the place, and the male to female character ratio is apparently like 80-20 or 90-10 or something stupid. Like, they apparently have only had like 1 new male character in over a year, which I'm really hoping that Wuwa avoids, because the next banner is also... Because, yeah, we had Jinyan first. The first one was a guy, was Jinyan. Then we had Yinlin. I managed to get both of them without paying a freaking red cent, which is nice. Like, my gacha looks still strong as hell. But we know what the next 2 are, and they are both chicks. So hopefully, for the patch after... So, like, 2.1 is going to be both girls. 2.2 better have a guy, because otherwise, like... There are plenty of people who thirst over hot guys. You need to give them their food too, damn it. And yeah, back to actual gameplay and stuff, like, let's see, there's a grapple hook, which, to be fair, Genshin did eventually introduce that, and I think the... God, I forget what it's actually called. The plant area, the forest area, whatever the heck it's called. The grassy kind of Archon stuff. Like, they had, like, their own grapple thing. Except in Wuwa, it's universal. There's just a plain grapple, which you can also use as an emergency evade in combat. There's a lot of just grapple points all over the entire world, and that's just going to be a base feature for the whole game, which is really nice. In addition, let's see... Oh yeah, also, besides just, like, stamina being not used at all in sprinting outside of combat, you can also don't have to worry about... That was a big whale. Hello there? Hello, sir? Where are you? Oh, I'm way at the edge of the map. Oh, there you are. Holy crap. Did I actually scan you yet? Easily distracted. Yeah, no, I think I already have the North Pacific right whale. Okay. Got that one earlier. I'm kind of just meandering around, but that's okay. We just vibing. Let's see. The only gacha you've been playing lately is Atelier Rasteriana. Pretty fun and rewards players constantly with lots of things. Feels nice, plays nice. I never really got into the Atelier series. Like, not even... God, what's her name? The one that everyone memes on because her thighs are like 70% of her body or something. Yeah, Ryza. Thyza, yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Even that didn't actually get me into it. Like, I was like, okay, I'm curious, but also just... I don't know, just crafting the game doesn't really feel like the kind of thing I'd be into too much. Like, even in 14, despite the fact that I was like the best crafting of an MMO, I'm still like, yeah, but I don't actually like crafting that much, not gonna lie. Oh, I don't have you yet. Are you just another Great White? Wait, you're not Great White, you're a... Oh, you're a Mako Shark, so similar, but not quite. But yeah, I was thinking... Right. Traversal. Right, you don't have to climb walls in Wuthering Waves. You can just literally hold down sprint and run up the goddamn walls. You know how many walls I've climbed? 0. I've climbed 0 walls. Like, it's surprisingly easy to just get, like, the stamina upgrades and just have enough to run up literally any wall in the game. It's so good. It's so stupid. Like, I can get across Wuthering Waves map and, like, 5 times, or, like, a fifth, and actually, no, more like a quarter of the time. A quarter of the time it takes to get through, like, a similar area in Genshin. Like, you can just fume through that stuff. It is insane. And also the boss fights are way, way better because, again, of the way the combat is, it means the boss patterns are also kind of insane. Like, some of those bosses, I feel like they almost just ripped them straight from Devil May Cry. It's kind of wild. Like, one of them's just like this, like, flying, thundering demon with a sword, and he's just doing, like, sick-ass combos. Like, you're not the only one who gets to do sick-ass combos. Like, it is an actual fight. It is so cool. But currently the endgame's basically doing dailies. There's a tower thing similar to, like, the Abyssal Tower in Genshin, which, yeah, obviously, again, they kind of borrowed / ripped off a lot of stuff. Not that surprising. But something they have unique to... I don't know if I'd say unique necessarily. I mean, actually, no, it is unique in its own way, because I don't know if Genshin has done it. But they have a system where, like, yeah, okay, you have your world level levels up, like, every 10, like, player levels, which same as Genshin in that case. But in addition to that, for a completely different set of rewards, there was, like, these super hard, like, hologram fights, which is basically like the Kingdom Hearts 3 data fights, and they are tough as nails. Like, depending on your level and, like, stats and stuff, they will just one-shot you if you get too high on the difficulty scale there. Like, it's kind of wild, but if you're good enough, because of the way, like, the dodging and parrying mechanics work, you could, if you have enough damage, beat all of them, even the ones that are, like, level 100, right now at, like, only level 70. Like, the fact that there's so much, like, the skill ceiling is insane. And that is so cool to me. Like, you can't get that with Genshin. Genshin doesn't really have much of a skill ceiling. It's mostly just spam your skills, spam your ults, whoop-de-doo, who cares? Like, there's not a whole lot of thought put into it, or a lot of, like, reaction, so... It's nice. It's nice for someone who actually likes action games. Like, it's a way better game. It's not even a contest. Now, how they're going to actually do updates and content moving forward, we'll see. So far, they've actually had a decent amount of events, because in addition to, like, the standard, like, Abyssal Tower, which is, like, a permanent feature, they've had a, like, single person, because usually you have a team of 3, they have, like, a single person thing where you get, like, various, like, buffs and stuff to your character to make a super character and run through it. They've had, like, score attack things with groups of enemies under different conditions and different modifiers. Let's see, what else? There's also currently, like, a collecting event where, like, okay, you go collect the stuff and you go get more stuff for more pulls. Like, event-wise, they kind of have been kicking Genshin's ass. At least compared to, like, when Genshin came out originally in 2020. Like, I remember Genshin in 2020. I remember when it first came out. I remember how it started out in that first month or so. There was, like, jack shit event-wise. Like, it took, like, a month for our first event, and that was just... what was it? It was like the one where we went to, like, that weird Coliseum and had, like, event fights, except they weren't actually that important or impressive or really that different, it felt like. You're just filling, like, some kind of, like, gauge, if I remember right. It's been a long time, but, like, that first event wasn't that great. And the events rolled out very, very slowly. While this, there's like a new event or two every week or so, it feels like. Like, again, not sponsored, don't really care about how you feel about either of them in this case. Like, oh no, Genshin's gonna hate me, or Woowa's gonna be like, oh no, like, I don't care. Like, that's not my problem. This is just me as an individual creator being like, yeah, okay, this is how I feel. Like, it's good soup, it's good soup. Like, if you're heavily invested in Genshin, I don't think it'll make you drop it, just because Genshin has a lot of story and character moments behind it currently. While Woowa's story is, I mean, it's only been a month, so, I mean, there's not a lot to go off of. And what they do have is not the worst, but not the best. Although, unlike Genshin, I will give another point to Woowa. You can't really, like, skip around the main quest any, because it's important stuff, and that's the case in Genshin too, but for, like, side quest, you know how, like, you had to, like, talk to little Timmy on the bridge about his stupid pigeons if he scared his pigeons off, and it took, like, half an hour to do the stupid side quest because there was a billion lines of dialogue? In Woowa, for all of the side quest, you can just press, like, either tap the button or press L1 and just skip the goddamn side quest dialogue. It's like, okay, I just want 3 rewards. I don't care about what this stupid side quest is. And you can just skip it. You can just skip the dialogue and just do the actual parts of the quest that matter, damn it. Like, that's such a massive upgrade. Like, I understand for completionists, like, okay, you want to read all of it, but some of us are like, okay, I don't care that little Timmy's dog fell in the well. I just want to get the goddamn dog. I don't want to hear about the entire dog's backstory. And they let you just skip it. There's so many quality of life improvements that, like, if you're not super invested in the Genshin, it's just overall better so far. And it's only starting, and it's, unless they massively fuck it up, as long as they keep a decent trajectory, like, it's not going to be a contest. It's not going to be a contest at all by the time, like, a year from now, if they don't fuck it up. Like, it's got potential. It's got so much potential. Like, what's there is already, like, blowing a lot of stuff out of the water, but, like, the potential, I am curious. I'm curious to see if I'm going to drop off of this like I dropped off of Genshin, because I am at the same point right now as I was when I played Genshin for the first time. I'm like a month in almost. I'm basically stuck doing no quests and just dailies and stuff, but I feel more motivated to play this than I was when I got to this point in Genshin, despite just having dailies and stuff, just because it feels a lot better to play. And that's massive. That is massive. Like, you're playing a game. If the game plays good, that will keep you there despite the fact that there's not as much other stuff. Like, yeah, it will eventually get repetitive and a little more boring, but just the baseline is so good, it helps it out a lot, is all I'm saying. And again, like, I still need to optimize stats. Still need to optimize my echoes, which are basically like artifacts, so I can do bigger damage and stuff. Like, I'm not even close to being done. Like, I'm not bad at action games, but I'm not at the level of, like, one, I'm not pay to win, so I don't have, like, 6 constellations or echoes or what the hell are they called? I forget what they're called in Woowa. But I don't have, like, 6 copies of, like, the event 5 stars and stuff, because without that, you're probably not going to beat the toughest stuff quite yet. But you can do a lot of, like, maximum min-maxing to get damage numbers good, and as long as you're good at parrying and dodging, the only thing that's really stopping you is how much DPS you can put out if your skill is high enough. And that's a mark of a good game, I would say. Like, again, it feels like Devil May Cry. Like, okay, you could just play on, like, just, like, Devil Hunter mode, or you could just play on, like, Dante Must Die mode, and you have that option, and it's sitting right there, and you could just get good, and it's entirely possible. And that's amazing. Just so much potential. Let's see, outside of that, I dropped AFK Journey because that was definitely just a cash grab. Like, yeah, okay, in Wuthering Waves, you could just, like, wail and make yourself easier to get more, like, higher difficulty stuff, but also, for what point? Like, there's no PvP, thank fuck. So, it's mostly just, like, going around, like, Genshin, going in other people's worlds, like, hanging out, doing, like, little, like, bosses and, like, grinding farming missions together if you want to. Same thing there. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It has a very good base. Ironically, though, as much as I've been, like, trashing Genshin in comparison, there is one more thing I got into. Because my internet was dead, and because my data was like shitting the bed and my connection sucked ass, I got into one more gacha game that was not, surprisingly, a sponsored stream kind of deal this time. I wasn't helping anybody out, I was just doing this for myself. So I needed a game without a lot of like input, something I could just like casually screw around in, with something resembling a good story. So I might have downloaded Honkai Star Rail. I might have like gone to the library and like, okay, I need something to do. I'm so goddamn bored. Please, the data sucks ass here. Just give me something that even if it freezes, it doesn't really like negatively impact me. Like trying to play Wuthering Waves on mobile, don't recommend. Especially if like your connection gets too high, you just time out really fast because it's an action game. So yeah, no shit. But like Honkai Star Rail, I'm not that far in. I literally just got to like the first proper planet and only messed around there a little bit. I'm almost like Trailblazer level 15, I think. My first 10 pull, like my first proper 5-star was Gepard. I'm very sad. I don't like him that much, but he's at least better than March 7th. We'll see how that goes down the line. Like, I could have been worse. There's apparently like some really big stinkers on your 5 stars in Honkai Star Rail. Like, let's see, what's his name? Like, Yin King or something is like bottom tier next to like the default main character, and I think Arlon, like the little like security guard on the ship, apparently sucks ass and no one uses them. So it could have been worse. I was hoping for like Bronya or like Himiko or god, what's her name? The little girl who's like, Mr. Svarox, creases Jordans! And it's so silly. But sadly, no, I got Gepard. We'll see if I get anything else. Apparently the banner coming up literally tomorrow was like the Gundam girl. And I forget the other one, but she's pretty damn cute, so yeah, worth it. Don't really care for Boot Hill. Vu Swan... God, how the hell do you pronounce it? Like, Fu Swan or something is apparently a thing that's also with Boot Hill. But... And she's apparently really good because she's like a super tank, but also just like, eh. I got like... We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's been my last few weeks, in a nutshell. Not the most exciting thing, but like, what can you do? Like, I went from convention, which was largely a line con, to just completely getting buried in Wuthering Waves, and then I had no internet for a week, and here we are. If I was actually smart about this, I probably would have uploaded my convention pictures, although I didn't have as many as I would have hoped because, again, it's almost like it was mostly pictures of lines and a few pictures of my friends, and that was about it. And I obviously can't show the pictures of my friends because no shit, Sherlock. It's almost like you don't really show that. Unless they want you to. Like, apparently, I did not know this. I did not know this before, like, we actually met up at Offkai, but Vivi used to be a facecam streamer, which is why they actually like took pictures of themselves and showed them on stream. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. That is news to me. So yeah, they used to actually facecam stream. So that is not much of a secret to them. The only pictures of me from Offkai are of me as a funny blue sea slug. If you're expecting something else, you're not going to be seeing that. Just saying. Like, what else is there? Obviously, duh. This thing called a chicken grunt. Also, yes, thanks for the head pats. And I will hydrate again as a treat. Why am I tiny? Coming back to stream. I don't know why, though. The camera has not moved. What are you doing? What are you doing, silly? Okay, there we go. Just slight adjustments as a treat. For giggles. But yeah, no, this thing is called a chicken grunt. What is your... Look how tiny that one is. But yeah, that's pretty much all that was... Yeah, I don't know who named this. Let's actually see some good info on this because I'm pretty much done with the last few weeks. Let's just focus on our fishies now. I've been neglecting them, sadly. We can't be doing that.
Chicken grunt. A medium-sized saltwater fish of an olive brown color, inhabiting shallow reefs and areas with seaweed. When it is young, it has a white belly and stripes on its back, but as it grows, these fade. It feeds on zooplankton and small crustaceans.
But why is it called the chicken grunt? Like, I could see, like, grunt being some kind of, like, fish name, although I've never actually heard of it. Like, I've heard of a lot of them, like tang, cowfish, other stuff. But grunt is actually a new classification for me, surprisingly. Because even I haven't heard all of them. I could see them maybe calling it chicken based on its white belly and the stripes when it's young, possibly. Because otherwise I'm not really seeing the chicken here, not gonna lie. Like, some of them make sense, like cowfish are called cowfish because they have like two like little like stubs or horns on them, so like that's why they're called a cow, because they're like cow horns kind of. Or like filefish because they have like one massive like horn thing up there and it's like a nail file kind of. But chicken grunt, I'm not seeing it. I hate a lot as the name scientists give to fish. A lot of them are just horrible, just bad insults. It depends. Some of them are actually very endearing, but some of them are just weird. And a lot of them, like, a lot of them are literally just like, oh, hey, I can't be bothered to actually give this thing a cool name, but there is similar fish to it, so we're just going to name it after myself. Like, let's see. Do I actually have the entire logs here? Or, like, our fish facts? Yeah, creature log. Like, purple tang, white margin, orange spire unicorn fish. And you can see why they're called unicorn fish. Like, they have the giant freaking, like, horn, kind of. It makes sense. Let's see. Surgeonfish. Where's one that has... surprisingly... There we go, like, Stark's Demoseal. Like, it's obviously named after this because it's named after a person. And, like, I understand being like, oh, hey, yay, I get to attribute myself into the science forever, but also it's kind of lame. Like, is your self-esteem... Like, I don't even know if I'd say it's a self-esteem thing, necessarily. It just seems... I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way when people name stuff after themselves. For science. Like, scientific names usually... Okay, it's not the scientific name, it's the common name. The scientific name is, I believe, Chrysoptera starkii. But, like, the common names are just silly sometimes. Like, you had all of this to go off of, and you're like, nope, I'm gonna go name it after myself. What about its defining characteristics? Now I'm gonna go name it after myself. Feels a little self-entitled to me. Maybe I just don't have enough of an ego to actually get it, because I do not get it. I don't really get it at all. But for most of them, they kind of make sense. Kind of. Like parrotfish, for example, it's like they kind of have like beaks, so I get that. I get why it's called a parrotfish. And cleaner fish, well, yeah, no duh, like that's their whole thing. But like this, Mikosker's flasher wrasse. Why not just call it a flasher wrasse or something more descriptive? But it's like, you don't have to insert your name in there. Fish is called slippery dick, lump sucker, obese dragonfish, dumb gulper shark. Yeah, they're usually not that common, but also... Okay, okay, to be fair though, knob snout is kind of fitting here. It's kind of fitting here. Like, arguably insulting, but I get what they were cooking. I'm picking up what they were putting down here. Let's see. Like, humphead, obviously. I'm trying to see if there's any others that are, like, really egregious. Butterfly fish. Very cute. Very, very common. Angelfish. Also, seriously, look at this guy. He's so cool. God, I love fish. I love fish. They're so silly. Like, everyone's like, oh, but humans have so much, like, expression and genetic difference. Yeah, no, fuck that. We only have a fraction of that because of fish. Like, fish are the motherfuckers. Fish are like, yeah, you know how much we adapt? We adapted to everything. They were here first. They know all. They've been here for eons. We have been here for a scant amount of time. Fish, yeah, no, like, every freaking thing on land came from fish. And yet nobody appreciates fish that much, surprisingly. Like, it's much more niche than it should be, considering the importance of the ocean and its marine life. Like, seriously. Also, I don't know if I read this last time, but during breeding season, the male may court the female by pecking on her abdomen. They give tummy smooches. They give tummy smooches. That's so fucking cute. Oh my god. That's adorable. It's not like they have beaks or anything either, so I'm pretty sure it's not actually causing damage in this case. I'd like to hope. That's so cute. Let's see. Royal angelfish. I'm trying to see... Sea goldie. Oh yeah, the sea goldies. The trans fish, if I remember right. Yeah, 20%'s male. The male fish may look like the female, or it may be paler. When there's too few males, some females become male to preserve the harem structure. So yes, it's a trans harem fish. Don't worry about it. It's like, oh no, trans people don't exist. Okay, look at a fish, motherfucker. There's multiple fish who do this exact same thing. Seahorses can get pregnant. Actually, no. Seahorses, I think, explicitly get pregnant when they are male. Impreg is a biological thing. Being trans is a biological thing. Yeah, it's mostly limited to the ocean, but also go fuck yourself. It is a thing. Don't you dare pretend it isn't. You ignorant fucking hicks. God, that frustrates me. It's like, oh, but that can't... It's like, okay, naturally, no, it doesn't happen the same, obviously, but it does happen in nature. Therefore, if you're trying to call it unnatural, you're just proving how much of a dumbass you are. Just saying. Just saying. It happens. There is proof that it happens. Shove it up your ass. People. Purple Queen. Yeah, Slay Queen. Also, surprisingly large amount of fish are, like, harem structures, so, I mean, harem's also a natural thing, but that's also the case with, like, lions and stuff, I suppose, so, We're like one of the few things, kind of like penguins who actually try to mate for life. Keyword is try, because even penguins, not 100% on that either. Largely, yes, but not 100%. Anyways, we're trying... Oh, wait. What? Okay, actually, no, I can kind of see it. Sakura dye, it is kind of Sakura colored. That would make sense. So we're looking for, like, stupid fish names that are kind of insulting, but surprisingly, haven't really found much of anything here. Like, we got our phobies, dartfish, firefish, trevally, bluefins. Yeah, no, like, outside of chicken grunts, which I still don't understand. I still don't get it. I'm not really seeing much here, at least for what we currently have lined up. Sawtooth, again, self-explanatory. Cod, marlin, sailfish, lionfish, fuck you lionfish, snailfish. Okay, to be fair, makes sense. They're flabby blobby guys. They kind of resemble snails. Makes sense. They have no scales even, so it makes more sense. So they're extra soft, extra silly. They kind of look a little goofy, but honestly, a snailfish, they could be called a lot worse. Sablefish. Great white sharks, great red sharks, mako sharks. Oh, we never actually saw the mako shark thing. I kind of skipped over that because I was talking about conventions and woo-wah and stuff.
Shortfin mako shark. This shark has a blue back, white underbelly, and hails from the open ocean. It is large, reaching up to 4 meters, and carnivorous. It is also among the fastest of all sharks. At a glance, it resembles the great white shark,
Oh yeah,
but
no,
its
its mouth
teeth
is
are
very
long,
different.
slender, and fang-shaped, as opposed to the great white's serrated, saw-like teeth.
Because great whites are generally white because they have white bellies and white mouths, but... Yeah, no, despite that, yeah, it's a very different set of jaws. Pelagic thresher. Maybe we just haven't found, like, the really goofy boys yet. Like, I know we had some deep sea creatures. Wait. Okay, here's one. The tasseled wobbegong.
Tasseled wobbegong. This shark is wide and flat. Its color and
Like, to
pattern
be fair,
blend
yeah,
into the
no,
sand or reef
wobbegong
where
is
it
a
lives,
silly
making
name
it hard
befitting
to
a silly
see.
guy, but...
Its wide mouth, filled with long, sharp teeth, extends around the front
Like, is
edge
that
of its
insulting or is
head.
that just silly?
The mouth is surrounded by lengthy, beard-like tassels that imitate seaweed.
Like, it's definitely not a sign of respect, but it's also kind of fitting. Like, this flat fuck. This flat friend. Wobbegong pretty fitting, not gonna lie. So that's not that bad. Giant mantle leopard blotched. Dwarf sawfish. Like, again, most of these relatively self-explanatory or just normal. Blue whale, right whale, bottlenose, jacket scraper, filefish, triggerfish. So many freaking triggerfish. Porcupine fish, porcupine fish. Like, honestly, the ocean sunfish has a much better name than it deserves. Like, look at this thing. Who doesn't like a mola mola? Like, the scientific name is actually the goofier of the two here. That's saying something. Although I forget what mola mola actually means, but if you told me that it was basically, like, the scientific name for flat fuck, I would believe you. I would believe you that mola mola is Latin for flat fuck. Not gonna lie. Like, look at this thing. It's so goofy. It's like, it's pogging all the time. It has no brains to speak of. Fish feed on it, and it just kind of sits there and acts like it's not even happening. Like, it has no self-awareness whatsoever. Truly, the fish of all time. And yeah, its fins literally just, like, combined, pretty much. And yet, somehow, this big, chunky lad is somehow able to jump out of the ocean and potentially kill people. Because they are kind of massive, and if one of them, like, flies at you, you will probably die. If it, like, hits you directly. Very wild. Also, thanks for the hydrate goo. I've made a mistake because I don't know where my honey went. It has been so long, because I think... Right. Other stupid thing that happened in the last few weeks is for some reason, some jackass left, like... Like, they came by the lab, left a, like, slightly still filled can of Big Red outside in the entryway. So I had to go deal with ants for the first time in months and months and months. Like, I would eat something for, like, maybe 30 minutes tops, and the ants would automatically start going after it. So yeah, there was just kind of like a, like, half an ant colony inside a unfinished can of soda sitting outside my door. Which I noticed, like, this last weekend and throughout. So I didn't really make much of it. I was like, okay, that's weird that that's there. But then I saw, like, an actual good lighting when I was going to head out for Spikies yesterday. I was like, that's a lot of goddamn ants. Let's get this shit out of here. So yeah, my honey is elsewhere somewhere, so my voice will eventually go out sooner than it should. Oh well. Sea stone flounders, Pacific halibut, dragonfish. God, this thing is so goofy, but it's so sick. Also, like, seriously. It is... Like, honestly, nature, I think you might have... Evolution, you over-designed this one. You over-designed this one a little bit. Also, its eyes are so weird. I get it. I get why you would call it a dragonfish. A very goofy-looking dragon, but a dragon all the same.
Short dragonfish. This fish is named for its long
And
snout
bottom
and
dweller
pectoral
kind of
fins
makes
that
sense.
resemble
Like, I
dragon
figure its
wings,
eyes would
though it is
probably
quite
be
small.
angled upwards more if
It
that
is
was
a
the
bottom
case,
dweller
instead of
that
on the
swims as if it were
side,
walking
but...
slowly on the seafloor. It prefers flat.
Huh. Let's see. Capelin. This one's just a goofy name in general. A white-spotted conger. DK. Donkey Kong.
White-spotted conger. This fish
I
lives
mean, it
in
is...
muddy areas of
Actually,
shallow
wait,
seas,
why don't they
though
just
will
call it an eel?
sometimes
Why do they
move
call
to
it a
deeper
conger?
waters. It is distinguishable from other eels by its brown color with white spots. It has a larval
Like,
form called a
that almost
leptocephalus.
sounds like
During
a
this juvenile
slur or
period,
something.
it is
Like,
actually
why is it
transparent.
named that and not just named after every other freaking eel? Like, most eels are just called eels. Huh. Let's see, Japanese. Like, look at this. Japanese eel, ribbon eel, moray eels. But no, this guy doesn't get to be called an eel because, I don't know. I could not tell you. I am not omniscient in the ways of fish, sadly. Some people may believe I am, but that is a misconception. Other bacterials, yeah, the ones with no shells. Diamond squids, pretty obvious. Spiny lobster. Wait, where are my deep ocean guys? Oh yeah, like, why is this guy called a goosefish? What is goose like about this man?
Yellow goosefish. This fish is flat and extremely thin with protuberances
Like,
on
he's
its large
obviously
head.
a
Its
sandy
mouth is full
bottom
of
man
large,
because his
sharp
eyes are
teeth
faced
that
up,
fold
but like,
inward.
where's the goose come in?
protuberances on its head are actually formed by spines from its dorsal fin. It camouflages itself by hiding under
Like,
sand and mud,
I see geese
then
all the
jumping
time.
out and capturing prey
There is
that
no
swims
resemblance
by.
anywhere on this lad to a goose. Like, geese don't have big spines poking out of their head. They don't have weird, silly eyes. They don't have giant mouths that are like the size of their entire freaking head. They have just beaks, like normal. So yeah, I'm not seeing it at all. Grenadiers. I forget why grenadiers are called grenadiers, honestly. Like, you could maybe argue they're like pineapple grenade. No, even that doesn't really make sense. Not that they really know the ecology much either, because they're relatively deep sea. Again, people just be wildin' on these names, on these common names. Like, not that wild, but still doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not insulting, it's just odd. Sockeye salmon, eeltail catfish. Like, even the catfish gets to be called an e-tail instead of that other one, which is not called an eel at all. That's still bugging me. Where are my deep sea friends? Okay, they're probably all at the bottom. It makes sense. Deep sea bottoms. If you're a deep sea fish, I'm sorry I have to break it to you, but you are certifiably a bottom. Not just a bottom feeder, you're a bottom. Sorry you had to find out this way. And why is this absolute lad called what he is? Like, yeah, he's obviously unique as hell. Actually, wait, no, I think... Oh, no, this isn't even an actual fish. This is one of their bullshit, imaginary, like, fake evolution fish. Based off of coelacanth because, yeah, obviously. Oh, right, this is like the giant goldfish-looking thing from, like, the story mode. I remember now. Okay, so ignoring that, and ignoring that, like, at least as goofy as actual fish naming is, it's not as goofy as the fake names they give to the imaginary fish. Like, it could be worse. Or like, oh hey, what if we just name this after, like, Nordic gods and stuff, and name this one Raha MS? I want to say... Nah, I don't think it's that either. Anyways. Also, enjoy your lurk, goo. I'm gonna go see more fishy boys. Actually, no, I might take a break first and then see more fishy boys. Because it has been like an hour and a half already. In which case, yeah, I'll be right back. I will see you soon, every sluggy. I'll have about a 3 to 5 minute break, where I will try not to just spontaneously combust, and then I will presumably be back sooner than later. So yeah, see you soon, hee hee hoo hoo. And most of all, please work. Thank you. Baby, give me the fuse to the elevator. Baby, open the door, 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 open the door Close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. Door closed, door closed. Bye, baby. Bye, disgusting bored baby. Get out of here. Yes, my mic might have topped out, but that's okay. If I could. I'll get plenty of time to have fun with you when you get affiliate. Just remember that. Jesus Christ! Oh God! Oh fucking God! That hits a lot harder when I'm this small, huh? Yikes. Noted. Okay, I thought I heard no. Excuse me? The fuck? Did you just climb that entire goddamn ladder while headless and clogusless? What the fuck? I'll pretend I'm a fucking red or yellow Pikmin. Look at me. Oh no, I'm a red or yellow Pikmin. Oh no, I'm going in the water. Oh no, whatever will I do? Yeah, parry that bitch. Ah, shit, parry that bitch too. Ah, shit, nope, bad. Oh god, oh shit, oh gee, oh no, oh god, I'm gonna fuck the OG. Ah! Wow, I just got Wolverine sandwich there, Jesus fuck. This might be the hardest room in the game, we'll find out. Straight up, baby. Woo! Holy shit, this is actually working better. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Flower fields, you are wildin'. Just completely out of control.
I'd never believe the shit I saw, Toad. There were like these singing flowers, and there was these bees with stingers the size of my head trying to poke me around the butt. It was like some kind of con show, but even worse than usual.
Like, serious. You hit me one last time when you think it's been more than 5 minutes. What if I just change back before you can hit me? Too late! Wait, shit, that didn't work! Damn it! Damn you, Elgato! You're... I've been betrayed. I've been betrayed by you, Elgato. Oh, hey, you're welcome. Oh, whoa, 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 there's no fucking way. Oh! Really? 410 rolls? Are you shitting me? Okay then. This is a lot shorter stream than I expected. What the fuck? He's strong enough as it is, but I'm sure he can use that star rod to increase his power until he's nearly invincible. Princess Peach needs us. Let's take him, Mario. Wait, take him? In a fight, right? Goombario, take him in a fight, right? 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 Survived a Power 10 3 times guaranteed. Are you done yet, sir? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? He's just like, god damn, this guy's been jacking it all day. He's just like, I gotta jack that hammer, jack that hammer, baby. Oh yeah, just keep tossing, like, holy crap. Why'd they make walls so hard? That seems unfair. Well, you see, when a mommy wall and a daddy wall love each other very much, they fucking kill you. The end. Love you, Animal Village. Fucking love this place. It's so good. It's the best area in the entire game. Ow, my legs. I don't need those legs.
Like my father's. Apparently a victim to terror assembled in right.
Okay, give me a second, Minnie. Here's some dogs. You want to eat some dogs? We'll eat some dogs together. See? Easy. You do eat dogs, right? Is that a thing you can eat? I'm not sure exactly. I've never really thought about what you eat, thinking on it. Considering you got the whole, like, eyeball in your mouth. Okay, good, I'm glad. Good going, little guy. Very nice. Oh, okay, I guess. Sigma male indeed. Oh, yo, titties. Nice. Oh. I'm sorry you just got up for a snack, Valera. It turns out that it was either the snack, the game, or me. How could you? Apparently expect nothing. They're just doing Mega Fist. They haven't tried to actually... Why do I ever say anything? Dumbayo. Talk should get hit. Show yourself into the fucking ground. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I'm fucking around too much and I am finding out, aren't I? Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I fucked up! I did, like, part of me thought it would do that. Part of me thought it would do that. And I shouldn't have done that. Well then. So scary at this point. So utterly terrifying. I'm just utterly... I can't. I can't possibly fight this Resident Evil. Oh, come on. Fair enough. Okay, I might be doing this to myself. Don't mind me. Yeah! That's how you play a video game. Oh my god. Very nice. Oh, okay, I guess. Sigma male indeed. Oh, yo, titties. Nice. Oh. I'm sorry you just got up for a snack, Valera. It turns out that it was either the snack, the game, or me. How could you? Apparently expect nothing. They're just doing Mega Fist. They haven't tried to actually... Why do I ever say anything? Dumbayo. Talk should get hit. Show yourself into the fucking ground. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I'm fucking around too much and I am finding out, aren't I? I'll pretend I'm a fucking red or yellow Pikmin. Look at me. Oh no, I'm a red or yellow Pikmin. Oh no, I'm going in the water. Oh no, whatever will I do? Okay, I thought I heard no... You know, I know I was going to forget something. I was going to forget something when I actually come back to stream, and of course, the thing I forget is a very important thing of actually, oh, I don't know, maybe announcing that I'm going live on Discord. Wow, it's crazy. Been playing this whole time, you just... Yeah, I'm aware spooky. I literally talked about Offkai and Wuthering Waves for like an hour and a half straight, and I didn't even send the notification. I may be stupid. Also, hi Mana. Hello. Hope you've had a wonderful Monday so far. I've not seen a lot of you in like 3 weeks. It has been a time. I had no internet. I got very much into Wuthering Waves. Offkai happened, although Offkai was mostly lines. And a little bit of merch. And I got to see cool friends, like I saw BB, I saw Braun. There was a lot. I was a Twitch to notify you either, only works when it feels. Jeff Bezos! I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna beat you with a rock. Yeah, no, Twitch is silly. Twitch is goofy. I'm not gonna, like, apparently there's also a thing to, like, call your streamer that's supposed to be in beta, and I don't know why anyone would want that or who asked for that besides, like, old shareholders who are, like, in their 70s and 80s and want to feel important. Apparently they also recently hired some, like, ex-Facebook devs or something, so that's not a good sign. We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks between being out of town and then getting way too much into the gacha hole and then getting way too much into not having any goddamn internet hole. So I hope your last few weeks have been much better than mine because, whoo, it was interesting. Interesting is a good way to put it. Like, Offkai was good in spite of itself. Like, it was good because of friends, not because of the con. It definitely is a bigger venue. If it was a bigger venue, most of my problems would not be problems. And also that the room party should last later than just like 2 a.m. because come on, 2 a.m. at a con? Who the hell goes to bed that early normally? Tragic. Tragic. What are we? Are we all just boomers now? Did we forget how to stay up late? What happened to drinking Fireball whiskey in a stairwell until 6 a.m.? Just saying. Just saying. And also I went on a very, very big spiel about Wuthering Waves. If you like Genshin and you dropped off of Genshin, I would suggest Wuthering Waves because it is just, for only being a month old, gameplay-wise, better in every way possible. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot Blurp's a thing. Hello there. It's okay, it's not like anything's going to actually attack me down here. Although, if we were down here without a scuba suit, let's see, we are, I want to say... How deep are we? Let's see, how many links of people are we? Like, if I try to kick back to the surface... Yeah, no, that's at least, like, I want to say 100 feet down. Good luck. Besides just the obvious, like, nitrogen problems and the bins would be the least of your concerns. If you could even hold your breath to go down here and go back up, holy schmack. Like, that would be something. But yeah, it's been interesting. But I figured it was nice to just kind of like chill out with the funny fishy friends and also just yap. And I've yapped a lot. And I've realized it's been a long time since I yapped a lot, so my voice is like, ooh. So this will be a shorter stream, but I still plan on going for at least another hour maybe. We'll see. Kinda sad though that again, like I forgot to even send notifications out for the first, half of the damn stream. Because it's been a while and my head do be empty. Is filled with conventions and silly gacha games. Also, I'm glad that Blurp actually still works because I thought it was broken there for a bit because nobody used it. And I tried using it myself and it wasn't going off, but I might have just been because I wasn't actively streaming at the time. Which is weird because I'm pretty sure the test is supposed to at least previewed in OBS, but maybe not. But it's showing up now, so I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, it was nice. Well, the Offkai was nice. The Wuthering Waves was nice. The lack of internet for a week was goddamn garbage. You had no idea this existed. You abuse it. Abuse it all you want. It cost you literally nothing. I think it's very silly. The only reason it costs nothing is because, one, if you put those all on channel points, that's like 30 redeems. I used to have them in just channel points. That is so goddamn cluttered. It is not worth it. It is not worth it at all. So I made it free. For the people. Also, why is there a thumbs up here? Or is this where we found the little, like, giant sea... It might have been the giant seahorses, or... It might be literally nothing. Why are you here? How do I get rid of you? Can I get rid of you? I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, basically recap. Offkai good. Friday very good. Hung out with Vivi a lot. ate bomb-ass quesadillas from a food truck. Had fruit for dinner. Very odd experience. Actually ate lychee for the first time, not in soju form. We did a lot of walking, a lot of lines. Lines for a good 2 hours long or more. Also, hi, Braun. Thanks for the fruit. How you doing, Braun? Hope you didn't catch COVID. I somehow got away scot-free despite hanging out with them, like, all Friday. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how I dodged it, considering, like, obviously it was all over the place, in addition to them, but yeah. Also, hell yeah, no COVID either, let's go. And also no almost getting shot by a child. Because that was a thing that happened. Well, not actually happened, but, like, misfire did happen. People getting hurt did not happen. Just to be clear about that. Although they covered in their own stream, so, you know. This isn't Endless Ocean 1. It sure isn't. This is Endless Ocean Luminous. Wait, did I put the title of the right stream, did I not? Let me double check. Did I actually stream info? Yeah, no, it's Luminous. It says it's Luminous. We're on the right category, at least. But yes, I'm sorry, Braun. You cannot pet the fish. You can scan them all you want. You can scan them.
Blue tang.
You can get funny, like, voiced
beautiful,
fish facts,
vibrant blue
which
fish with a
I
yellow
definitely am
tail
not going to be
fin, often seen
stealing
in coral
for
reefs.
reasons later down
Its
the
thin
line.
body lets it hide in crevices in the reef when threatened. Although it primarily feeds on algae,
Like, look at
it
that.
also has
That
a
is just
strong liking
perfect
for
for a
lettuce,
routine. This is
which
what I was
is
trying to
hidden
do for,
in
like,
some
the whale and
aquariums.
dolphin conservation stream when I was doing Absu, like, a month or two ago. So if I do this, get their endangered, or at least their... what is it actually called? It's not endangered, it's not ecological. I don't know, their status of sorts, and also like a silhouette, or even just the picture of the fish themselves in game. Like, I could probably make a redeem out of that. Like, I have the technology, I have the tools, I know how to do it since I had that test run with the dolphins and cetaceans and whales and stuff for the charity, so should be doable. But yeah, in addition to Afkai, which was good in spite of itself, thank you Braun, thank you Vivi, thank you Lionel, and also KissVT, and also Positivity when we were actually able to see them briefly through the iPad, despite the vendor room lines. It was nice. It was nice all around. And you missed me going on a very, very large rant about Wuthering Waves, which I'll just condense to basically gameplay. Gameplay-wise, traversal-wise, much better. Like, not even a contest at all. Plays kind of like Devil May Cry more than Zelda or Genshin. You can literally roll one. Yes, roll one. Yes, we are very good at saying words here. English is totally my first language. Wall run, instead of having to climb up stuff forever. Like, there's just a lot of quality of life there. So if you liked Genshin but fell off because you felt it was too stiff, I would definitely recommend Wuthering Waves. If you're very deep in the Genshin hole, there's so much story built up, I don't blame you for not trying to switch over because, yeah, it's like a month old, there's jack all story-wise yet. But that was like my solid week after Afkai as I was decompressing. And then I went from decompressing to recompressing because I had no internet for a week. Which is why I made the very, very bad decision. I wouldn't know if I'd say bad necessarily, but a decision of all time where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go download Honkai Star Rail. So I'm like level 15 in that and just working through it. I'm not sure how I like it yet. Like, I like how it's kind of like SMT vibes, like how the combat is with like the breaks and weaknesses and stuff. Not sure how I feel about the story, and also that even side quests are not particularly skippable. Also, are you new? No, you're just rare. Wait, what is this? You're new.
Yellow boxfish, young. A fish that migrates with the seasons. It has a boxy, distended appearance and black spots all over its body. While the juvenile is quite colorful,
Also, this is one of the ones that actually
adult
makes
is a
sense
darker,
because some
more
fish
subdued
names we were
shade.
going over them earlier
When it
are
senses
stupid.
danger, it emits a poisonous mucus from its skin, making it a dangerous fish for humans to approach.
Oh, it's just like me. I am also a poisonous little guy. It's like, don't touch me. If I feel like it, I'll be like, meh. Although I'm not sure what kind of poison they use, though. What would they eat to make themselves poisonous? Because poisonous is usually based on diet or glands, or a combination of the two. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. If I went too deep into all of these, we would never leave. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. I forgot I had that there. Okay, maybe if it gets too overly used, I might have to start putting at least some kind of actual currency, whether it be bits or channel points, because yikes, I forgot how loud they can be. Actually, well, I could probably just do that from here. Yeah, I can. But I'm not sure if that just comes up on your end or if it's still going to be loud on my end. We'll find out. We will find out. But yeah, no, Blurb has been there, like, since around the time I started. It's just because it's, like, literally just at the bottom, just off the screen, nobody bothers with it. Which is a blessing and a curse, because it means just random people don't just come in and start blasting stuff. But on the other hand, despite being free, it's surprisingly underused all the same. I don't know, we'll see. Like, if people take a liking or notice it enough, I'll probably keep it, but I might eventually have to make it not as free. But yeah, besides fish, he's right. Pachoo! Yeah. I'm so glad that still actually works. Like, I was worried, like, all my stream stuff would break. Like, yeah, it's only been 3 weeks, but a lot of updates and a lot of things can break in 3 weeks. That's for sure. I think I already have all of you. You're just tangs, aren't you? Yep, blue tangs. Little dories. The square is surprisingly repetitive and or empty, depending on how you want to look at it. Like, it's just this little rock outcropping with a bunch of blue tang. Yeah, speaking of rules of nature, like, if you liked the concept of Genshin, but did not like how it played, I cannot recommend Wuthering Waves enough, because, like, let's see, how to make this at least kind of compact? Like, you have your bosses, and you have your domains and stuff like you would in Genshin, but in addition to that, you have your Devil May Cry combat-esque kind of stuff. Like, let's see, you have multiple options. You have your skills and ultimates like Genshin, but you also have your own personal skills, which require their own, like, Concerto energy meter, which give you extra effects, and you also have, like, a summonable transform state into an enemy, which lets you, like, steal their stuff and use that for a bit. And you can also, like, swap cancel that, so you can have multiple characters on the field at the same time and do, like, sick-ass combos. But the bosses will also do sick-ass combos on you, and that is kind of wild to me. But because there's a parry system and a dodge system of more than 2 dodges, you can actually do, like, wish time stuff and just... What is this? Hello? This is a something. Indecipherable character with a vague impression of words appears in your head. Fortunate in Meduga left words to a select few, words that told how to regulate the great waters and maintain peace. That is a name. Fortunate in Meduga. Just say that 3 times fast. Fortunate in Meduga. Fortunate in Meduga. Fortunate in Meduga. Like, what? What a silly name. The words that had drifted about in your head disappeared and feels like the mystery board trembles just a little. Any new friends? Nope, these are just the same old lionfish we've been seeing. Which, I would say cute for most fish, but also fuck you lionfish, you invasive. Like, here I don't think they're invasive, but most of the places you would see they're very invasive. Like, anywhere around North America, they're absolutely invasive. Like, if we're in, like, the Red Sea, that's different. They're supposed to be there. But that's on the other side of the world, where they have natural predators. But yeah, woo-ah. Wuthering Waves, story drops off a little too soon. It's only like a month old. Drops at, like, level 21, but the combat, again, much better. Event-wise, they are doing events, like, 1 or 2 per week, which is really good. And traversal-wise, you have no stamina usage for sprinting outside of combat, and you can also just run up freaking walls. Like, you move so much faster, it's not even funny. So yeah, if you like Genshin, but wished it was more quality of life and played way better, Wuwa might be up your alley. Like, I spent a solid week on that. For a good reason. I already have you two, don't I? Yeah, the right whale. Yeah, besides that, internet went out. I did many, many silly things involving going to C-Bucks and also the library, which is how I even downloaded Honkai Star Rail in the first place, because that thing's like 21 gigabytes on a phone. And when you're under the ocean, it's kind of hard to get any kind of data from any cell phone company. Just saying. Like, it's nice when you're out and about. When you're actually at home, it sucks ass. Honkai's pretty great writing. Like, so far it seems solid enough, but it's also like the start of the game, so the writing's not going to be as good. Like any gacha game, the start of the game, the story's generally not that great. But for being as early as it is, it's solid enough. So I just got to the first plane. I got to the part where, like, you get betrayed again or something and go hide out. And it's pretty solid. I wish you could actually skip the side stories, because that is one thing. Another thing that Wuwa has over, like, Genshin or Honkai is that main story unskippable. That's fair. Side stories, you can skip that. You don't have to listen to little Timmy getting all angry about his little pigeons that you scared off for like 30 minutes straight to do a stupid side quest. It's nice. It is such a nice quality of life improvement. It's not even funny. Oh no, I'll be definitely playing Honkai when I have free time, like if I'm at work and it's very dead. Because, like, I feel like there's a lot of game to go through. Also, I'm not sure if it's just me or because I missed the anniversary, but it feels like there really is not at all generous with pulls. Like, I barely got the 50 pulls required to get the guaranteed 5-star for the beginner banner, and that took me, like, maybe 10 to 20 hours. No joke. Although, to be fair, part of that's because I am very, very stupid and am very just like, okay, I need to get 100% treasure chest. No, I need to. No, shut up. I need all the treasure chests. No, shut up. Let me 100% this map. Which is why I definitely have not been streaming it, because that would be unwatchable. I'm a little obsessive sometimes when it comes to treasure hunting. Like, that was also the case with Wuwa too. Like, Wuwa's kind of sucks because I gave up 100%ing the map because, like, you can scan for treasure chests, like, out in the open, but anything behind a puzzle, you can't scan. So I'm sitting at, like, 96% on, like, most of the map, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I already spent, like, 2 days straight covering that map. Like, it's a pretty damn big map, considering how good your traversal options are. It's just one big place, unlike Genshin, where it had, like, Mondstadt and Liyue, I think, at the start. So I'm interested to see where they're going with their new patches, like 1.1's coming out at the end of this month, I think. But we'll see, we'll see. I don't have to worry about it too much because it's almost like I'll be really busy. If you haven't seen the schedule, I'm obviously going to be playing the Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree DLC for pretty much the entire weekend until I beat it, on stream, so marathon time, baby. I better get my freaking vocal cords nice and ready and limber and rested, because, it's gonna be something. I mean, it's almost certainly shorter than the base game, and I did stream the entirety of Elden Ring's base game, so I'm not worried about it. Although Elden Ring's base game ran me, what, like 80 hours on stream, I think? I'm expecting closer to 40 here. Also, hey Layla, yeah, did you see it? It's a Mino stream. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. That's wild. I am in fact streaming. Everyone and their mother will be playing Elden Ring this weekend. I know. Like, I considered just, like, keeping it to myself, but if I'm gonna be already taking up the whole weekend playing it, I might as well stream it. Also, yes, like, fix internet stuff. Internet stuff was stupid. Internet stuff was, oh hey, your service provider down here, even though you have, like, most of the wires laid out already, you can't use that anymore because the local government has decided, no, that's not allowed. We're killing that internet. It's like, that's stupid. That's the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever heard. And also the just local landowners like, well, you see, you could keep it, but they were wrong about that. And then trying to switch over to Google Fiber, it's like, oh, hey, we need to go install more stuff. And then they didn't. And then like 4 or 5 days passed and I had a second appointment. And they're like, oh yeah, we never actually installed the stuff. So then I had to get with the management and be like, okay, listen here, bucko. We are getting something done about this. And eventually I got through to them and they actually installed the stuff properly and I got internet back yesterday morning. And then went to hang out with Spiky. And then promptly lost internet when I got back. Because I had to go switch the Ethernet ports on my own network box because I don't know, it wasn't working. And now it is, and I'm not going to ask any more questions about that, but if someone messes with that network box, I'm going to take their hands. I'm going to take their hands and I'm going to feed them to Buddy. Mark my words. I'll be like, hey Misa, you need a snack for Buddy? Here you go. Here's the hands of the dumbass who tampered with my network box. Literally taking days off work. Layla. I'm starting to stream on Thursday. I'm streaming at 6 o'clock on Thursday after work, but on Friday, I'm streaming at 10 a.m. or earlier because I'm also taking Friday off, baby! I'm taking Friday off so I can just stream the whole weekend because I hate getting spoiled. There's a lot of games out there I don't give a crap about getting spoiled. But something like Elden Ring, yeah, there's not a whole lot of story, it's mostly lore, but also screw you, I don't want a single freaking spoiler to hit me. So I'm just gonna make it that you can't spoil me, because I'm already there. I've already done it. I will be spoiling you by accident if you come by and care about that. Like, I'm generally pretty good about not spoiling people myself, but like, I'm taking no chances. I'm just doing it myself. Because I know, also, it's also kind of wild because you have you do have Dawn Trail, but first you have Shadows of the Erdtree Elden Ring DLC this weekend. Next weekend is Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. I'm also going to be marathon streaming that. Like, Ryu is taking a week off for Dawn Trail. I don't think he's streaming it necessarily because he doesn't want to get spoiled, because he's going to be playing it at a probably sane person pace. I, on the other hand, will be streaming it like 18 hours a day, and I will be at the head of that pack, not getting spoiled, because you can't spoil me if I'm the one at the front, baby. Let's go. So yes, I am sorry, like, my plans for the next couple weekends are pretty much entirely gone. If you want to see me, I will be on stream. I will probably lose my voice to some extent. I will live. I have done this before. Because I did marathon stream Endwalker when it came out for 14. I did marathon stream Elden Ring when it came out, so this is nothing new, at least. Like, if anything, it'll be easier, because, like, the DLC should be, at most, maybe half the size of the base game, so we're seeing maybe, I want to say 40 hours for Elden Ring. Dawn Trail, it is a new expansion, but it's not, like, the big expansion that Endwalker was, where it ended an entire story arc and was literally, like, half, like, it was, like, I think they said it was like 50% bigger than Shadowbringers. I'm expecting Dawn Trail to be maybe the size of Shadowbringers, maybe less. We'll see if they actually exceed expectations and I have to like take Monday off or something wild. But I doubt it. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of Mino on the radar. My stream stats are going to be massively fucked up forever for this month. It's like, oh hey, you have not streamed at all this month. Oh hey, why did you stream like 150 hours in the last 2 weeks? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just ignore that part. Just don't think about it too hard. But at least July, I think July will be easy. I don't think there's anything big in July. Like, if you're sick of me by the end of Elden Ring and you're sick of me by the end of Dawn Trail, don't feel too bad, because I will be actually out of town the next weekend for 4th of July, because it'll be the first time I've seen my parents in, like, I want to say 2 months, at least since Mother's Day. Yeah, the last time was Mother's Day, so it would have been about 2 months by then. I'll be mostly just actually seeing them, seeing their new house, obviously fireworks, because they live out in the boonies now, on the west side, like, way out there. And probably a lot of convention talk, because back around Mother's Day, I was also surprised by my younger brothers and sisters being like, oh hey, Mino, we want to go see a convention. We want to go to a convention. Like, you want to what? Hello? What do you mean you want to go to a convention? You haven't shown any interest about this until now. Like, it was so out of the blue. It caught me off guard a little bit. But we'll be going to a nice water park convention down south. It'll be a lot of fun. It's kind of going to be like a swimsuit convention, so I might have to, like, beat people off of sticks, like, don't look at my sister, I'll kill you with a rock. I'm not even shitting you. I mean, I won't really need to because she can take care of herself. It's like she has 4 brothers. She'll survive. Because we're all going to be cosplaying Jujutsu Kaisen, because I'm going to be Gojo. The older of my younger brothers is going to be, I think, Yuta. My youngest brother will be Nanami, and my sister's going to be... God, she's not going to be... I think she changed her mind like 2 or 3 times. What is she going to be again? Because not Nobara. Nobara was never in question. It was the one that you don't really see much. Because they're not really relevant until after the anime at this point. Let's see. I forget her name. Like, I'm blanking super hard. Oh, wait. There, I think? Yeah, Yuki. Because you only see Yuki, like, briefly in a flashback and at the very end of the current arc. Because I think she was going to be Maki and then changed her mind for some reason. Oh, yeah, because she doesn't want to wear a wig, which is kind of a stupid excuse. Wigs aren't that bad, but also with longer hair, they are a little worse, so I can't blame her too much on that. And then I think my brother is also wanting to do, like, Fierce Deity Link, which I really want to see how his sword comes out, because he's got the base for it. He's got the stuff for it. So we'll see. And my sister, for some reason, wants to cosplay as Death, and I'm just like, as Death, really? You don't have the goods for that, which apparently she's gonna fix anyways, and 2, I don't want to freaking be smacking people with baseball bats, getting all love struck over your cosplay, but yeah, sure, whatever. You do that. We're gonna have to literally just fight them off, probably. Because if I've never actually seen the show, but she's a pretty popular villain, and people shrimp over her pretty hard, so I'm like, oh dear God, I don't think you understand. You don't know what you're messing with, girl. You don't know what you're messing with. It's not going to go well, possibly. Like, I'm sure it'll come out okay, it's just, I don't think she knows how to deal with that kind of attention. She's always been kind of the wallflower as far as my siblings go, so we'll see if I have to actually fight somebody or not. I really hope not. Again, she can take care of herself mostly, though, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, outside of that, like, besides Elden Ring, Dawn Trail, and a couple conventions in August and September, I'm not really thinking there's much on the way at the moment that's not just picking up older stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, speaking of picking up stuff, where are my new fishy boys? Where are you at? I already have all of you. Because you're just blue tings. There's so many of you here. Which, to be fair, there's also like a bajillion tings in the ocean too, as there's a bajillion clownfish and parrotfish and filefish. Like, it's still very pretty and very interesting to look at. Like, I could go swimming in the ocean forever, but you definitely see a lot of the same stuff sometimes. And, like, the novelty wears off, but I can still appreciate it, is what I'm getting at. But honestly, like, as far as diving goes, this isn't a diving simulator by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like this is a nice little gateway. Like, I feel like it was worth the money I spent. And that they actually have, like, the funny little fishy facts for all of them, definitely good. It warms my funny fish fact-loving heart. Like, yeah, you can't pet the fish, but also you shouldn't be petting fish in the first place. That is a bad habit to be teaching people. Oh boy, a Jack-in-the-Box. How did that even get down here? I mean, I guess probably a cruise ship, let's be honest here. Like, we've now ascended past microplastics. We're now looking for macroplastics, baby. So, oh right, the thing at the top is like time until you discover like a funny little like magic imaginary superfish thing. So I forgot that was a mechanic for a bit. Because surprisingly, I've not actually played this since the last time I streamed this. Which is weird, I know. I just kind of got very busy, like, trying to get ready for Offkai and just dealing with a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, it happens, it happens. Are you? No. Although you're... Oh, you're just tiny. Okay, that's your deal. I remember now. If they are orange, they're either very big or very small. Although I wish you could, like, scan briefly and not, like, have it pop up every single time. Like, I love the Japanese eel. He's very silly looking, but I don't need to, like, get a big close-up every time I just briefly pass by. I'm trying to scan for new things, too. Also, for being, like, a supposed, like, super ocean, like, ecosystem, there's not as much coral as I would expect. Oh no, we found more junk. It is a motorcycle emblem. Why would that be anywhere near the ocean? Who up here driving motorcycles into the ocean? Just saying. Like, as somebody who is aligned with motorcycles and also aligned with the ocean, you kinda don't ever combine those two. Like, I could maybe see if it was like a cargo ship, like one of those ferries where you, like, ferry across, like, cars and stuff to the island, and I guess you could put a motorcycle on one of those, but also just... I don't know. Seems odd to be here in the first place. Also, why am I beeping? Like, I'm vibrating. There is something here. Hello? Something rare? Something new? Oh, there's something new at least. No, I don't care about you at the moment. Yeah, ribbon eel. Oh my god, I love ribbon eel. Hi, ribbon eel. Look how goofy this is. Like, this would actually, like, naturally belong in Wind Waker. This is a Zelda creature. I love it so much. I actually saw a few of them when I was down in Cozumel back in February. Very silly guys.
Ribbon eel. This member of the moray eel family has characteristic protrusions from its nostrils. Ribbon eels start out as males.
Like, that is 100% a Legend of Zelda creature.
Black, but become bright blue with a striking yellow dorsal fin as they mature. The yellow ribbon eels are fully mature females.
What a silly little guy. Okay, but why? Also, what is going on with the map? Can I just... Okay, that gets rid of the UI. That takes pictures. I kind of forgot some of the controls still. Like, it has been, I want to say, at least a month. Scanning. I thought there was a way to just, like, easily access the map without just the mini-map. There we go, okay. Can I zoom in on this at all? Like, it says right stick, but that's not doing wait, Y and then... Okay, maybe Y and then? Nope. That just locks onto my coordinates, I see. That is not that helpful, not gonna lie. Oh, wait, hold up. New babies, new babies, new babies. Barracuda? Yep, blackfin barracuda.
Blackfin barracuda.
These guys are nasty.
It resembles
little
the
fellas.
great barracuda and the sawtooth, but can be distinguished by its wide, black, V-shaped tail. It may gather with other barracuda and swim around in a whirlpool formation, resulting in a barracuda tornado, a coveted sight among divers.
I don't know if I'd say it's a coveted sight, but it is a sight, and by a sight I mean it's actually an honestly kind of terrifying sight, because barracuda, like, people give sharks a bad rap. Sharks don't attack people that much. Barracuda and swarms are kind of horrifying. Like, they would pick you clean so fast it's not even funny. Like, I don't fuck with barracuda. I will fuck with sharks. I do not fuck with barracuda. I put a respectful distance between me and a school of barracuda. Because barracuda are a lot more curious and a lot more prone to just bite the shit out of you. Especially if they're in a freaking goddamn barracuda tornado, which I have seen like maybe once or twice. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm going to be way over here now. Bye-bye. Especially if they're like actually curious enough to follow you. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't think you've known actual like fear or concern until you see an entire school of barracuda just, you know, casually following after you as you're trying to get back to the boat on the surface. It's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. It's very concerning, in fact. Because barracuda will just follow you. Like sharks won't follow you. Sharks will look at you, get close, and generally just swim away. It's like, yeah, whatever, you're not food. Barracuda, they don't care. They have no fucks to give. Their brain is empty and only knows violence. And vengeance. Also, wait, why is the blue mackerel all fuzzy? Why are you fuzzy? Hello?
Blue mackerel. This fish has
Our
a
friend
unique
is
wavy
glitching out of
pattern on its back
existence.
and a series of spots on its abdomen. The spots are quite light when the fish is young, and may remain fairly subtle even as it matures. It forms large schools with others of its species, and swims around near the water's surface.
Wait, is it just that one that's glitching out? It is just you. So what does that mean? I forget what that means! Like, we have plenty of other, like, nice mackerel. We've got records for them. We got hairtail. Wait. I don't... Wow, you are one ugly son of a bitch, actually. It says you're not new, but I don't remember seeing you.
Large head hairtail. Its long, sleek, silver body resembles a sword. It has no scales and is covered in a silvery substance called guanine.
Yeah, this is like the
fish is
weird
notable
case
for
of
its
a,
curious way of
like,
swimming.
bottom
It treads
feeder
around in the water,
that actually
its
just
eyes
actually
pointed
pops
upward
out
to
and
look
moves
for prey.
around.
It lives in shoals on the seabed.
Because most bottom feeders either have very big mouth to slurp the algae in marine snow, or they have eyes facing upwards so they can hide in the sand and just like ambush things. This is neither of those. Why are you glitching? Why are you glitching?
Blue mackerel.
Like, what does that mean? Do I take a picture? I forget what I do with you. Oh, actually, no, my thing's at 2 out of 7, so I think that's it. I think it's part of, like, a collecting thing, where it's like, okay, here's an anomaly. I forget what the anomalies actually do, though, unfortunately, because it's been a bit. But I guess it counts. Strange, but counts. Lopter, lopter, lopter. Lopter. Okay, none of these are new, though. And I wish I could actually scan briefly and not immediately trigger the, like, their actual data. Like, it makes it hard to scan for newer things if they're automatically pinging every single time. Oh wait, speaking of new things, we got spiny-toothed parrotfish. God, parrotfish are so silly looking.
Spiny-toothed parrotfish. The color of this small fish species varies from green
Why is
to
it
dark brown
spiny-tooth?
to almost gray, but it can be identified by the pink lines running from its eyes to its mouth, and the pattern of
You
white
can't really
dots
see
on
its teeth,
body.
at least not from here.
There can sometimes be dark spots next to the pectoral fins.
Because we were also going on
It
earlier
mainly
about
eats
how
seaweed.
weird, like, common fish names can be. Like, there was, like, an eel, but instead of just calling it, like, an eel, it was, like, a conga or something. It's like, why is it called the conga, not just an eel? Steve perch.
Striped sea perch. One of the largest members of the surf perch family, reaching up to 40 centimeters in length. The sides of its body are flat, giving it a similar shape to a sea bream, and its dark scales are lined with beautiful stripes. It's mainly found in areas with lots of kelp, and it is a carnivore, subsisting on shellfish.
I'm guessing it acts like a beak. Like, it doesn't look like a beak compared to a lot of fish that eat shellfish, but... Huh. It just eats, like, very, very small ones, because I can't imagine it actually breaking through any shells with a mouth like that. coral cod. Hello there. Also, enjoy your lurk, Spooky. What a magnificent creature. What an absolutely goofy looking guy. Like, look at this thing. Like, coral makes sense, cod makes sense, but
Coral
what's the blue
cod.
spots for?
This fish, a grouper
Is
of
it
the
poisonous?
Ceronidae family, looks quite charming with its red body and blue polka dots. It lives in coral reefs and rocky reefs, eating small fish, crustaceans, squid, and octopuses. Though highly territorial, it will allow small shrimp into its mouth
Yeah,
to do some
that always-
tidying up inside.
Like, the cleaner fish and stuff, and like, the fact that shrimp will also clean, like, imagine having to go into something's mouth to go eat off of its teeth. It's such a weird concept. Fish are wilding. Oh, another butterfly fish. Again, there's like 5 billion different species of butterfly fish, just like there's 5 different billion species of tang and wrasse and
Pyramid
triggerfish.
butterfly fish. This species has brown, yellow, and white
Like,
coloring.
again, very diverse.
It can be seen gathering around reefs and
Which
feeding
makes
on
sense
floating
because, like,
plankton.
all life
A
came from
cone-like
fish.
structure in its gills
You are, in
lets
fact,
it filter out
technically a
plankton
fish.
from the water it takes into
People
its
are
mouth.
fish.
This
Or
lets
at
it
least
feed
derived
without
from fish.
swallowing too much water.
So it depends on how you look at it, really. Anything you see on land, derived from fish. Everything was once fish. Everything will return to fish. Or crab. Depends on who you ask. Although there is the argument made that human is crab already. But that's another can of worms entirely. Okay, I swear one of these... Wait, are you new? I don't think you're new. You already have... Yeah, you're just a regular green sea turtle. Yep, okay. Ooh, what's down here? There's a swim through. God, I love swim throughs. They're so nice. It's like, brrr, just tunneling through. You also find some very sneaky little critters in here sometimes, so it's nice. You get to see things you wouldn't see otherwise. We found an entire shell coin? I guess that's also part of the main story. Huh. Odd. Okay, there's something. Ooh, great. Are you regular? Yeah, leopard, whoopray, okay. Again, it's kind of hard to tell from a distance if you actually already seen it or not. Not seen these, for example. Trevallies, yeah, okay, that adds up.
Golden True Valley.
Wait,
Easily
Trevally?
recognized by
I've
its
always called
dazzling gold
Trevally.
color.
I could be
The
wrong.
adult is over 1 meter long, but the juvenile is tiny, making it easy prey for other fish. A young fish may protect itself by staying near larger creatures, such as sharks, that will likely find it too small to eat.
Yeah, I was
But
about to
it's still
say,
not
like,
totally safe,
that's a
as these
horrible
larger
strategy.
fish may eat it
Even in
after all.
just regular old fish tanks, bigger fish usually eat smaller fish. Like, the idea of something being too small to eat is a very flawed concept. You are risking a lot. You are not very good at math or gambling at that point. Also, what is this thing on the map over here? Another, like, glitchy thing? It might be another glitchy thing. Yeah, because my controller's rumbling again. I've pretty much given up being OCD about how grid-based I'm doing this. I am just going. Oh, that's a big hammer. Are you a great hammerhead? Or just regular hammerhead? Scalloped hammerhead. Yes. I already got you, though. More Trevallies? Nope. Bonito. Wait. That doesn't...
Striped bonito. A relative of
I
tuna
guess.
with rather distinctive teeth. Compared to the small and inconspicuous teeth of similar species, this fish's are larger and sharper. It also has thin stripes on its back. While it usually appears near the surface in coastal areas, it can also be found in the depths of the open ocean.
Like, I know of bonito flakes, but for some reason it just never occurred to me. Because I'm mostly familiar with, like, Atlantic Gulffish. Atlantic Gulffish is definitely my wheelhouse, but outside of that, it starts to get a lot fuzzier. And I'm still getting beeped at a lot. Where is the funny little glitchy fish? Show me the little malfunction in our funny little simulated ocean. I'm pretty sure it should be around this, like, red circle on the map here. Come on. Is it the lobster? Is it the eel? Ornate. It's a rock lobster. Oh, lobster. He's
Ornate
so
rock
silly.
lobster. This hard-shelled animal is the largest in its family. It has 10 legs and 2 pairs of antennae, one long and thin, stretching out in front to sense flavor and odor, and the other heavier
think I've
and
ever
stretched
actually
out over
seen
its
a
shell
rock
that it
lobster
uses
in
to
the
explore
wild, though,
its
thinking
immediate
on it.
environs. Its shell is blue-green with a pale yellow pattern on the back.
Because the blue-green would be pretty noticeable, even at depth. 'Cause it's usually red that gets filtered out first, obviously. Also, I'm pretty sure these two generally aren't ever anywhere near each other, but again, this is the whole simulated, weird, magic bio-ocean nonsense. Don't worry about it too much. The story is silly.
Japanese fan lobster. This lobster has a flat body like a fan. When it feels threatened, it flees backward. Its larvae are sometimes called jellyfish riders for their habit of floating along with the jellyfish they also prey upon. Its shell is softer than that of a Japanese spiny lobster.
Little man, little funky guy. Okay. How am I missing? Like, I feel like I'm missing something obvious. If I just shotgun it, maybe? No. Or is it the view? Or maybe one of you? Nope, nope, nothing. I'm getting nothing for this. Like, it's gotta be here somewhere, but the actual, like, radar location thing's not the best. Bannerfish. Similar to a butterfly fish, but not quite.
Singular bannerfish. This fish can easily be identified by its alternating white and black pattern and elongated dorsal fin. It also has a small
Actually, no, it'd be
protrusion
more
above
similar
its
to
eyes.
a filefish more
The
than
length of a young
butterfly
bannerfish's
fish.
dorsal fin is about the same as the height of its body, distinguishing it from other fish.
But triggerfish generally have, like, straight ahead dorsal fins like that. So I could rather be a difference here. Similar, but not quite the same. And yeah, it's pretty. Many things in the ocean are pretty. I'm going to put that back in my pocket anyways. Where is our lad? Where is our little glitchy boy? Like, I'm getting a little, like, beepy indicator, but that only gives me so much to go off of here. I'm gonna go to the aquarium and get... Again, like... Wait, speaking of... I'm getting a very strong signal, so it's probably, like, right here. But yes, it is always worth it to go to the aquarium. Like, yes, sometimes they run a little on the expensive side, depending on where you live and what the aquarium is. Like, apparently, in addition to sea life, we have here, which is, I want to say, 40 bucks. Let me double check. It's not like an amazing one because it's like inside of like a strip mall kind of deal downtown. But it's not that bad. It's better than something like SeaWorld, which, ugh. Okay, actually no. Tickets are only like $18 after 3 o'clock, so that's not bad actually. Well, normally they're like 27. Okay, that's... Actually, no. That's combined with the other thing, which I'm not going to mention because that would actually give away my location a little too much, maybe. But yeah, normally it's like $24. Wait, no, it's only after 3. What's it normally? Okay, up to. So normally it's only like $27. That's not bad. It's a lot cheaper than an actual amusement park. Like, it could be worse. Like, that's not much more than, like, say, getting DoorDash or something. Like, even, like, the cheapest thing I can get off of DoorDash is, like, $18 to $20. And honestly, while I love food, I think I might have loved aquariums more than I love food, which is a wild thing to say, I know. Because you obviously need food to live, but... Fishy. Fishy boy, though. Oh yeah, aquarium's good civ. I would like to go see the ocean again, but that's not currently in the cards anytime soon. Hopefully, like, I could maybe do a trip in, like, November, but I'm not sure with who, because I don't want to go with Dad, because, God forbid, the last trip in February I went with Dad, and he... just, no. Like, you know it's bad when your cousin and his friend also want to just leave him at the restaurant and get his own way back to the hotel. Because he can't just stay quiet for 2 seconds about stupid things that don't matter. We're on vacation, please shut up, old man. Putting that aside. Aquarium's good, ocean good. Should always be visited as much as you can. Also, am I going crazy, or is my... That's getting cut off. Why is that getting cut off? Let me look at something real quick, because that should not be getting cut off like that on stream. Delgado, yes. I'll worry about it later. It's not that bad. I'll just look at it after stream is over, because otherwise we'll be a little too behind the curtain for my liking. Also, yeah, this thing. Creature of strange thingamabob, number 3. He is glitching the hell out of existence. Why? Could not tell you. Maybe he's secretly an eldritch being. Who knows? It's like, it's just your regular old yellow tang. I'm just your regular old yellow tang. Like, okay, calm down, buddy. Calm down. You need to stop trying to face through reality for a second, maybe. Already got the hammerhead. It's nice to be able to just kind of like float around like this, though. It's relaxing. Maybe not the best thing to stream necessarily, depending on who you ask, but I have fun with it. Like, I mostly picked this just because I was shooting the shit to begin with, and it's like a nice little like background thing where I can just lazily go around and not pay too much of attention. Until I get obsessed with something, which does happen more than I'd like to admit. Japanese jack mackerel. Lucky draw. Wait, why is it called a lucky draw? Because they're large, or...
Japanese jack mackerel. This fish has spiny scales running from the rear half of its body to its tail fin, but their function is unclear. To escape the attention of predators such as tuna, it uses protective coloration. Seen from above, it blends in with the water. Seen from below, it blends in with the water's surface.
Yeah, no, optical camouflage in nature is wild. It's so cool. Oh yeah, this guy, this little weirdo. No, not you. The tasseled wabagong. Like, we're talking about how sometimes, like, the common names of fish are really unfortunate or, like, messed up. Like, oh hey, we're just gonna call this, like, the Dumbo squid. Like, why are you being so mean? But no, like, tasseled wabagong kinda fits this guy. He is a very flat friend, a very goofy friend. I like him, but he sure is something. He sure is a fish of all time. What an absolute unit. Okay, why are you so bright yellow? Oh, you're just rare. I mean, I say that those parrotfish are rare, but... Oh jeez, that's a big old wall. But I've seen like half a dozen of them already. So is it really that rare? No, I do. Come here, come on. Gimme. You're not What are you? Just mackerels, yeah. Adds up, adds up.
Chub mackerel. This fish can be identified
Fish
by its
identification's
blue back
kind
and
of
rippled
difficult
pattern.
just because there's
It
so many
inhabits temperate
variations and some of them are
subtropical
very,
climates and migrates seasonally
very
in
subtle.
large schools. It preys on small animals like fish and is in turn preyed upon
Like,
by
the only
larger
thing harder than
ones.
fish identification is, like, invertebrates. Invertebrates, like, largely, like, insects and stuff, kind of massively, holy crap, yeah. Because they're already tiny to begin with, and then you have to try to distinguish them based on what little you can actually glean from looking at them. And that doesn't even get into things like sea bugs, like mollusks and the like. That's why I never managed to actually get through zoology in college, because I was like, I want to be a marine biologist. Okay, here's zoology. Like, 70% of people fail. Yeah, I see why 70% of people fail, because what the fuck? Those differences are so small. My brain do not memorize things that well. Like, if I can focus on something, yes, but if you're trying to get me to play, like, Where's Waldo with, like, 1,000 invertebrates? I don't do that well. I really don't. What are you? Marine Beta. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of got that massive-ass fins. I wonder if you're also much of an asshole as the freshwater betas, because you go to an aquarium and get one of those like, oh, they're so pretty, and then they eat every other freaking fish in the tank.
Marine betta. Covered with white dots, this fish looks like a field of shooting
Yo!
stars.
Welcome,
The
raiders.
complex
Welcome,
pattern
welcome,
makes
welcome.
it
How you
difficult to
doing? How you
tell
doing,
where
little
its fins
Lundere? I
and
haven't
eyes
seen you
are.
in a while. How are you?
Its
How are
dorsal
you?
fin has a patch on
I
it
have not
that
streamed
looks
on a
like
Monday
an
in a
eye,
while, so that
making
does
it
make
look
sense,
almost
though.
like a turkey moray's head. It
Also,
hides in cracks and corals
asking
and rocks.
out of courtesy, do you want a clip shout-out or no? Because I know some people have not cleaned up their clips and don't really want that, so I'm just trying to be courteous about that. But welcome, raiders. How are you? How are you? Hope you had a wonderful stream, Lilundere. As for me, I am Mino Miyushi, Cyborg Sea Slug, here for a shell of a time. Today, I've been yapping a whole lot about Offkai and also playing in this ocean. Also, you gotta go because you're hungry. That is absolutely valid. That's valid for you and anyone you brought with you, because again, streaming hard work, streaming take a lot of time, like even my voice is starting to go out a little bit. So make sure to tinkle de crinkle, get some rest, go get your food, and take care of yourself, gamers. But yeah, let me give you an actual proper shout out then, as a treat. And you're playing, oh, you're playing Nier Automata, hell yeah, let's go.
Here you are, chat. All popped out and ready to go.
Oh yeah, you became puppy, I remember now, very cute. So I know you've changed your, like, model at least a number of times, but still as cute as ever. Like, still relatively same, still purple hair, still similar face, but hope you had a lot of fun with Nier. Hope you have a very delicious dinner. I will be seeing you around, and I'm glad you put your fellow chat... God, I am forgetting how to speak. It's been a while since I've actually streamed. It's been like 3 weeks, so trying to get back into it, but all the same, I'm glad for all of you guys coming by to see me through Undere. Thank you very much. We are just kind of neuming around, playing in this ocean, looking at many funny fish. So if you're in for funny fish facts, you have come to the right place, baby. We are just vibing today. Almost like a turkey moray. I don't know what a turkey... I've actually never heard of a turkey moray. That's a new one for me. Again, usually more used to just, like, Atlantic fish as my wheelhouse, but it's nice to learn new fishy boys. New marine life, always interesting. Question is, can I actually find many more new boys? Is that just more barracuda? No, different barracuda. Oh, those are great barracuda, maybe? Yeah, those boys are thick. And also kind of horrifying. Like, look at that. 180 centimeters. 180 centimeters. That's like... 6 feet? Yeah, 6 feet. That thing is bigger than me. And they swim in groups. And they're arguably... Like, again, sharks get a bad rap, as I mentioned earlier. Barracuda, much more deserving. Barracuda, very curious. Can be very aggressive at times, and when they're in schools, yeah, you're kind of screwed if they're too curious. Unlike sharks, which generally get curious and just bugger off, and don't travel in giant freaking packs like this.
Great barracuda. This fish is the largest of the barracuda family. It is usually found alone, though
Like
it
again,
may
yeah,
join a
very
school during
temperamental,
spawning season.
relatively dangerous.
This
I'm glad they at
species
least
is known
acknowledge
to be
that.
a seguadera carrier, though this is dependent on its habitat. Its temperamental nature leads many divers to consider the species relatively dangerous. Large, sharp teeth and a body that can grow up to 2 meters in length reinforce this impression.
It's good to be cautious when you need to. Like, I am a slug who will happily chase sharks all day, every day. And I say chase loosely because it's mostly just swimming after them. You can't really chase them, they will outspeed you even with proper gear and fins and stuff, obviously. But I will tell you right now, if you ever want to get, like, proper fear put into you, try coming up to the surface after a dive and having a school of these assholes follow you the entire time to the boat. Like, that's actual proper danger. That's actual proper fear. Like, people give sharks a bit. No, these little bastards. I won't really say little, like, again, like, can be bigger than you. Like, these guys, these are the guys you actually want to watch out for. Like, one by itself, not a big deal. In a school like this, terrifying. Utterly terrifying. Like, no thank you. Like, if this was a realistic game, they're turning around. Yeah, I'd be going the other way, like, okay, bye-bye. No, I'm good, thanks. Like, you just don't mess with them. There are some things you don't mess with, and that is absolutely near the top of the list. Same with, like, sea snakes. Sea snakes are generally incredibly venomous. You will be dead before you reach the surface. Do not mess with them. But sharks are mostly babies. Just really big babies.
Indian mackerel. This mackerel swims around with its mouth wide open, sucking in seawater and filtering
Wow,
out
it's
plankton,
just like
which
me,
it then
just
eats. It is able to do this filtration with a special structure in its
absorb
gills
food
called
like
a gill
Kirby.
rinker. It can be found swimming in schools near the surface
Bottomless
of the
pit.
ocean.
I swear I was missing something. I'm missing a bunch of junk. That junk in the trunk is a frying pan. That's not a drawing pan. That thing is awfully wet and rusty. Ugh. You're just... I already got you. Yep, you're just a little flounder. I always found it funny that Flounder in The Little Mermaid swims around like he does. Like, most flounder are like that. They're mostly kind of just milling around at the bottom, being very flat and very goofy looking. Let's see, what else do we got up here besides Barracuda? We got... Oh, another sea turtle. Alright, because I did the swim through, I remember now. A very, very pretty swim through. I feel like I'm missing something fish-wise in this area, but I might be wrong. Also, if you are ever actually diving, do not do what they're doing here, because one, you don't have unlimited oxygen, two, the nitrogen buildup will give you the bends in no time flat. Like, we're going like 10 meters down, at least I'm pretty sure this is meters, 20 meters. Yeah, no, you don't do that. You ascend and descend pretty slow. Otherwise, your blood is not going to be having a good time. Sea Goldie, carp pattern. I already got you, though, even though you're supposedly rare. And that's just an eel or a hairtail? Okay. Similar to eel, not quite eel. Pretty. Oh wait, no. I think you are tang, but you're not blue tang. Could be wrong though. Wait, blackfish.
Large-scale blackfish. A fish that may be dark gray or a vivid blue-green color. It has a thin upper lip
Again,
and
fish
lacks
ID.
any distinctive patterns
Probably
on
second
its
hardest
body.
ID to do.
This species lives in shallow waters
And
near
also
reefs,
depends on the
and it is
distance.
highly
Like close up, yeah,
omnivorous,
obviously they're
feeding
not
on
tame, but from a
crustaceans as well as
distance, it's like
algae.
similar enough. You could mistake it. I think it's mostly just actually, can you do first person in this? I don't think you can, but it would make life a lot easier. So I feel like it's the third person that's throwing me off so much because everything is much farther away than it actually is. Giant manta ray. Love that guy. Ray's very silly because they're more closely related to sharks than anything else, which is why they're generally grouped together for fish ID. Let's see. Okay, you're new. I can't quite place... Oh, wait. Right, Trevallies.
Big-eye trevally,
Trevallies,
spotted.
whatever. The
Somehow,
pronunciation
this
English
species
silly.
evolved to develop dark white spots that look like polka dots. It has a playful personality and a slow, considered way of swimming around. It is
I
certainly
mean,
a
if you're
rare
that
big-eye
chunky, what are
trevally
you? Oh,
specimen.
yo, what's up, Raiders? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, MC Canary? How are you? How are you? Hope you've had a wonderful stream. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. I rarely stream on Mondays, but here I am. What were you up to? Playing retro? Oh, what kind of retro? Also, hell yeah, Helldivers, let's go! Although I'm not sure if they actually fixed all their problems yet, but still, let's go! It's at least a good game at its core. Yes, hi, how you doing, how you doing? Welcome, Raiders, welcome, welcome. Hope you've had a wonderful stream yourself. As for me, if you don't know, I am Mino Miushi, Cyborg Sea Slug, here for a shell of a time. And today we are memeing around an endless ocean, kind of just being nice, relaxing, just vibing. I haven't fixed the problems at all. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, what were you actually playing? Because like retro, but like what retro? That could be, I mean, actually if you get very technical, retro's I think considered only like 10 to 15 years old, so it could be practically anything. Like the Wii is retro with, oh god, oh no. The Wii is retro. The Wii is retro. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh no. All the same, I hope you had a wonderful stream playing whatever retro game you were playing. And if you need to like tinkle de crinkle, get a snacky snack, or if it's late you got a sleepy sheepy, that is totally understandable. Thanks for bringing your wonderful, wonderful... Oh god, it's EP time for me too a bit. Friends by Ace Combat. Oh, Ace Combat 3? Ooh. I've considered getting to Ace Combat, like I have Ace Combat 7. And I was going to play it on stream at some point, I just never got around to it. I was thinking of getting a joystick maybe for it because I'm a crazy person. And then just kind of dropped it off entirely. Oops. Not to mention I still never got around to getting back to Liza P, among other things. I don't know. One of these days, one of these days. Like, I am interested in Ace Combat. I love flight simulation stuff. Like, Star Fox is my jam. X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter is my jam. Ace Combat, from what I've seen, looks pretty damn good. Really nice. Really, really nice. So I might get to it. Because I might do 7 and then go back to the older ones, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I already have 7, so I should probably do that one first. 5's your favorite and 3 is quite good. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about 5 too. For sure, for sure. But yeah, I hope you're vibing. Actually, wait a minute. I keep forgetting to do this, but I do have a video that I could actually play for those of you who actually don't know me, so let's just do that real quick as a treat.
Anime! Hello. Ah! Oh shit. Oh gee. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna fuck the OG. Ah! I don't need those legs.
Father, I crave violence.
Woohoo! Yes. Choke me. I dare you. You won't do it. Hey there, every sluggy. This is Mino from Streets. Boyo! Boyo, boyo! Boyo,
Here, the snack, the game, or me? I'm rude, but that's hard to pronounce. Get gooey, get gooey, get gooey, get gooey. Look, it's me. I'm a slug. Hi, am Schlug. Eee. But yeah, how is 3 weird, out of curiosity, compared to the others? Like, is it a mission-based thing? Is it a controls-based thing? I am curious. Because I know, at least from what I've seen very meme things of 7, where 7's like, oh, hey, you can do, like, a tunnel run and, like, literally do, like, a complete-ass 180 flip and fly back out the other way if you're controlling tight enough, which is wild. Also, hey, Vawiwa, hello, hello. I see you came in time to see funny little sluggy reel that I've had for a while and keep forgetting to play. Oopsies. Don't know how streamers have the energy for this. Depends on who you ask. A lot of them, copious amounts of caffeine. As for me, I'm gonna have to probably go with the ADHD, maybe. Because I sure as hell am not drinking any caffeine. I barely touch the stuff ever. The main issue currently is my voice, because it's been a bit since I streamed, so I'm like, oh, right, I've been yapping a lot. Ooh. My whale figurine. Interesting, let's go. I don't know why it's in a magical box, but I'm not going to be asking any questions I don't need to be. I don't think I'd be getting any answers for that. Come on, give me fishy boys. 25%, wait. Okay, but nothing new. Boo. We haven't found anything too weird today, surprisingly. Because since Senseless Ocean's a weird, like, amalgamation, like, magic nonsense ocean, like, things from all sorts of different oceans can be in the same spot, but we haven't found anything too crazy. Like, I feel like the biggest, oddest thing, I wouldn't really say odd necessarily, but, like, most interesting thing we found were those great barracuda, which I'm glad that if nothing else, they at least say, yeah, no, great barracuda, don't mess with them. They will mess you up. Like, as I was mentioning before the raids, like, sharks are cute babies. Most sharks, I will happily, like, swim after them and get nice videos. Great barracuda, I turn around and go the other direction, and then they will start trying to follow you because they're naturally curious and also very temperamental, and they will ruin your day and your life. Do not mess with them. You go to the, you don't know what you're messing with. Like, it's bad. Do swimming around and identify things in this game? Yeah, pretty much. There's also a very silly story mode that I haven't gotten back to yet because you have to do, like, free roaming to go explore it, get back to the story to actually unlock it, if that makes sense. With the story itself being, oh hey, here's this mystical, like, biome that is drawing in fish from all over the world, which is why you get to see all of them in their little explorations like this instead of, speaking of Great Barracuda, yeah, these bastards. Like,
Great
again,
barracuda.
it calls them out, in the
This
fish facts
is
even.
the largest of the barracuda family.
Like, they actually
It is
deserve
usually
the bad
found
rap.
alone, though it may join a school during spawning season. This species is
Like, not only are they bigger than you, they form schools, and they are also very curious and they're very temperamental. Sharks? They mostly just mind their own damn business. They're very lazy. They get curious for a bit and then they swim off. The only reason they are after you is because they think you're a fish or a seal. And even for the fish they do eat, they usually wait until they're injured because, again, they're lazy. Like, very lazy. Yeah, these eels. Like, why are they called congers and not just eels? When everything else is just called a type of eel. I don't understand the reference here still. Like, it's not as bad as, say, a blobfish, which is, like, the worst, like, common naming ever. It's like, we're gonna call this thing a blobfish. Why? Because it looks like a blob. It's like, yeah, because you took a deep-sea fish and decompressed the thing. You would also look like a blobfish if you got thrown down into the depths of the ocean, maybe, and came back up. Just saying. Have you ever seen Made in Abyss? It's based on... Yeah, that's pretty much how that would go. You don't mess with pressure like that. Yeah, exactly. How would you feel if we took you to the bottom of the ocean and called you squishy? Because your insides became your outsides, pretty much.
Golden spadefish, young. Juvenile and adult fish of this species
But yeah,
look
how much
totally
you like
different.
in this ocean depends on how
At the
much you like
juvenile
fish
stage,
and
its
diving
long
in the
fins
first
give it a
place.
crescent moon shape. It also has a band pattern on its body that fades as it matures. In adulthood, the long fins
Oh my,
shorten,
hello,
the body
welcome
turns
Raiders,
silver,
welcome,
and
welcome,
this
welcome.
fish's
Allie,
overall shape
Allie,
becomes more
Allie, Rogue
sable.
Raid, let's go. Hello,
It is a
hello.
migratory fish that tends
Welcome Raiders, how are you? How you doing, Allie? You were... God, you were playing that... God, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, thank you, Vawiwa. Thank you very much. So you weren't playing the word game, that's on Thursdays. You were playing... Oh yeah, the airport for aliens. The dogs, yeah, because the weird dog. The dog that, like, transformed into another dog. Australia. But welcome, Warriors. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, Allie. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Riley. Welcome, Weiss. Also, welcome again, Layla. Layla again. Welcome, Clickflint. Welcome, Dusk. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you had fun. You got many boarding passes. You sure were when I was checking earlier. Because those dogs have bad memories. But yeah, if you had to, like, tinkle, decrinkle, get a snacky snack, if it's late for you, got a sleepy sheep, that is completely understandable. For those of you who do not know, I am Minamiushi, Cyborg Seaslug, here for a shell of a time. And today, I am just kind of vibing in Endless Ocean. I was yapping a lot about Offkai and Wuthering Waves and not having internet for a week earlier, but my voice is tired and I don't know how much more yapping I got in me in the first place, but I'm glad you're all here. If for some reason you want to see more of how a slug operates when he's not getting a little gassed out, look at this funny little thing here as a treat. Hee hee hoo hoo.
Anime! Hello. Ah! Oh shit. Oh gee. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna fuck the OG. Ah! I don't need those legs.
Father, I crave violence.
Woohoo! Yes.
Holy choke me, I dare you. You won't do it. Hey there, every sluggy. This is Mino from Streets. The snack, the game, or me? I'm rude, but that's hard to pronounce. Good gooey, good gooey, good gooey, good gooey. Look, it's me. I'm a slug. Hi, am Schlug. But yeah, that do be how Slug operates sometimes. Also, thank you, Ellie. You have no idea. You have no idea how completely feral I was starting to go from not having internet for a week. I had to go to C-Bucks for internet and the library. And while the library is usually like, oh, it's a place of learning and working and stuff, it's like, no, it's a lot of children that are very loud. I don't remember the libraries being that loud when I was a kid. Just saying, maybe actually rein your kids in. I don't know. Anyways, it sure was a week. That sure was a week. I'm glad I have internet. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong considering Elden Ring DLCs this weekend, Dawn Trails next weekend. If I ever needed internet, these next 2 weeks are kind of high on the list for it. And yeah, loud library. I know, right? Like, come on. Because I was very determined not to go into the office because usually I work from home on Fridays, but my internet was still down on Friday. I'm like, no, I'm going to at least try to meme around at C-Bucks in the library. And it worked well enough. And I also played Honkai Star Rail when it was dead. Hee hee hoo hoo. I can't believe I fell into that, but so far it's good. So far it's Gucci. And Offkai was fun. I went over that like 5 times already, but basically LineCon, Mostly good in spite of it, mostly good because of friends like Vivi and Bronsois and Lionel and stuff, and all of Kiss VT and the positivity meetups and stuff were good. But otherwise it was mostly just lines and lines and lines and lines, and they definitely need to get a bigger convention. And then I fell into Wuthering Waves for like a solid week afterwards to avoid post-con depression, which might have been its own post-con depression. And basically, like, if you're like Genshin but never got too into Genshin, just play Wuthering Waves. It's better gameplay-wise, it's better traversal-wise, exploration-wise. Story-wise, obviously, it's only been out not even a month, it's not going to be even close. But if you're not super invested in Genshin but wanted something like it but with better quality of life, definitely worth it. And now it's fishy time as a treat. Also, I should probably actually put my IDs for Honkai and Wuthering Waves somewhere in my server or something, maybe. I don't know. Just maybe. As a treat. Someone played Genshin since release and quit in March. Who was... I know, right? Like, I never actually played Genshin that long. Like, I played Genshin at release. I got to, like, world... or character level... Not character level, but, like... Okay, you... Actually, I don't have access to it right now because my phone's like way back there, and that would be a massive pain in the ass. But I'll just put it in the server. I'll put my IDs for Honkai and Wuwa in the server. Actually, I might just make a separate channel for it if people want to. Since we have collabed together, most people in the server, I feel like it's not that big of a deal, and I trust people in there not to be weird about things. But yeah, you can add me in my like Union level 14 baby ass with level 20 characters because I only just got to the first planet. Unlike Wuwa where I'm like level 41 and have not had an actual quest to do for like a week at this point. Because I went very hard on Wuwa. Ooh, bullet tuna. Oh, it's such a cool name. Also
Bullet
fitting.
tuna. This fish, also referred to as the bullet mackerel, is more likely to migrate offshore than the frigate mackerel, a closely related species.
But yeah, I might make a thread in the server.
In the wild, this
Or-
fish serves as crucial
I'm not
prey
sure, either
for
a thread
other
or a channel.
creatures
Maybe
in
just
the
a
food
thread.
web of its
Are we kidding?
ecosystem.
Honkai being similar to Persona 5, you see in comparison clear between... Yes, it's very SMT. It's incredibly SMT. It has the same weakness and break system of an SMT game. Like, it's not even... They're not really hiding it very well. But also combined with, like, the traditional, like, skills and ultimates that they used for Genshin in this case. Where you basically have energy buildup and that kind of thing with your main skills to build up to an ultimate and just trying to cycle your ultimates as fast as possible kind of deal. Chewing through the massive number of side quests. I played Honkai, I don't think you have space for another gacha. I mean, I also thought that. I also thought, oh no, I don't have space for another gacha. That is too much time. And then guess what? Having no internet for a week fucking does something to a guy, okay? Just saying. Like, that thing was also like 20 gigs on my phone. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to the library to download this because I need to do something because I have jack all for data and I've touched enough grass that I'm tired of touching grass. Please give me something. Anything. So that's why I have Honkai now. If I was smart, I would have got Honkai like, I don't know, a month or two ago during the anniversary and had Dr. Ratio and a lot more pulls, but I kind of done screwed the pooch on that one where it's... I've barely hit 50 pulls. Like, I feel like, even compared to Genshin, I almost feel like the pulls are not generous enough for what you get for free, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how I like it. Like, story-wise... It has a story so far. It's not the worst story I've seen. It's also just started, so it has to actually build up to somewhere at some point. But, like, gacha-wise, I am not a big fan of it so far. Like, they're really... That it's taken me, like, 20 hours to get 1 5-star is kind of fucked up, is all I'm saying. Like, also, not to mention rerolling's basically impossible because it takes you a bajillion years to even get the chance to roll in the first place. Like, you have to get decently through the space station to actually roll at all. Not to mention the way MiHoYo does accounts, you have to make an entirely new email for every account every time and a bunch of other junk, and it's just not worth it. Which is sad because the first 5-star I got for my like 50 pulls was Gepard. He's okay, I guess. He could be worse. Like, there's apparently, like, what's the worst 5-star in the game, according to, like, literally everything? Yeah, Yanking. It's no Yanking. It's not Yanking. It's not that bad, but still, like, I would have rather have had, I don't know, like, Branya or Clara or Himiko. But no, I got Gepard. So, you know. Just gotta deal with it, I guess. I also already played turn-based RBT gacha with Train and... Oh, I've heard of Olympus Company. A character named after Kafka. Yeah, lots of naming conventions are not very original in anything. Pulled Yanking as your first fight. Oh, I'm so sorry, Layla. You at least got better pulls after that. Right? Or do you just... Or is Land King... Do you just have the hots for Land King? Because, like, as an actual unit, apparently he is terrible. Like, he's literally, like, bottom. He's the only 5-star in bottom tier on, like, any tier list. Which, again, tier lists take with a grain of salt, but it's pretty telling when every single one of them has him at the bottom. Like, he's at the bottom, and then 4-star wise, it's, like, Trailblazer, Physical, and Arlen. Nobody likes Arlen. Apparently, Arlen is just the Honkai Star Rail whipping boy or something. Like, everybody hates him. And then Don Heng and Su Shang, at least based on Hang and Su Shang, people don't like either. You got Boot. Oh, nice. Nice. I have barely had a chance to roll, so I got Jackal. I did like a couple 10 pulls on Fu Xuan, but no. Also, I don't really care if I get her that much because I'm much more looking forward to, God, what are the new ones for 2.3? 2.3... So I know one of them's like a Gundam girl, and that's hype as hell. Like, that's definitely who I'm going for first. Let's see, what is her name? It's like Jade. Yeah, Firefly and Jade. Like, Firefly. Holy shit, Firefly has a Gundam. Firefly has a Gundam. I want to try to get Firefly. We'll see if it happens. And if I do get Firefly, I guess I'll also try going for Jade, because, Jade, cute as fuck. Just saying. Witch vibes, very good. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for witch vibes. Can't help it, just... Also, she has an amazing witch hat, among other things. Just saying, yeah, Jade good. Anyways. But yeah, I don't really care about Boot Hill, and I only kind of care about Fu Xuan. But yeah, no, Firefly, Gundam, very cool. Hey, in my defense, I'm taking Gundam over Pretty Lady. I have my priorities kind of straight, okay? Okay? Also, I don't want to hear that from you, Layla. Layla. We've seen you in, like, every single anime night. You have no room to talk about anybody liking anything. You're probably the boldest person in this chat, period, at the moment. And yes, you also like hags. Even though the hags are also sometimes just guys with terminal illnesses who are in high school. But that's apparently a hag too. Hags! Did it hurt after the surgeon made me into a cartoon? Only a little bit. I just had to lose like an arm and a leg for it. just a little bit. Like, I've been a cartoon, I've been in 3D. I was at Offkai, actually, just like a couple weeks ago. You could see me in proper 3D. I look the same, just less cartoonish. Surprising, I know. And yet, the slug is still a slug at the end of the day. Also, I'm sorry, Layla. That moment is forever immortalized. You will never escape it. Like, the chances for you escaping it are about as good as the chances of Arlie escaping the Vor accusations. Your hag days are not numbered, they're here to stay. Except in this case, the hag is a terminally ill boy, but that's actually... I still can't believe. Cease remembering. What do you mean, cease remembering? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to kick my butt? Are you going to kick my butt if I still remember? Sorry, that's not that easy to forget. Also, what do you mean? Wait. Allie? You don't know about Arlie and the Vor accusations? Arlie Darkfire, the totally not Vor dragon? Like, I joke with Valyria about it, but like, unlike Valyria, Arlie actually commits to the bit sometimes. Well, not commits to the bit. It's not like Kai'Zat, where Kai'Zat's actually into it, I'm pretty sure, but... Yeah, no, that's the thing of Arlie for like the longest time. Like, there's at least a number of clips of Arlie being, I'm not a Vor dragon! I'm not! It's very silly. But yeah. I've been sat here for a while, please play the game. Yeah, we playing game, we looking at fishy boys. We have many tuna. Although if you're looking for an objective-based game, this is not the game for it. This is the swim around and look at fish game. As a treat. Although we do get nice fish effects with them.
Scalloped hammerhead.
Like this.
Named for its distinctive head.
Like, look at this absolute
which
unit.
To the left and
I
right.
love hammerheads.
It has eyes and nostrils at the very end of each side and is said to have heightened senses of smell and sight. Its unique shape also acts like a rudder, giving it the ability to turn sharply. It dislikes the noise of divers' exhaled bubbles and generally will not approach them. But this does not mean there is no risk of attack, and caution is necessary.
Which is very true, but honestly, I think one of my favorite scuba diving memories was Cozumel, I want to say 15 years ago. Like, one of the first times I was diving with Dad. We were about 150 feet down, which I sure as heck shouldn't have been, but we saw a great hammerhead. That thing was like a good 10 feet long at the edge of a reef down into a marine trench, and it just came right towards us. And then kind of swam off, but like, it was amazing. It was so cool. Like, that thing was like twice as big as me, and I will never forget it. Also, hi Paige, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We are just vibing with the fishy boys. You bought it on a Switch but not played yet, so many games already, about 370 euros with Mario Kart and so on. That's... Actually, wait, 370 euros with Mario Kart and other games? That's a pretty damn good deal for a Switch. Nice job, nice job. Nice job, Gaz boy. Like, it's a very fun game. If you're looking for an objective-based game where you're trying to accomplish a bunch, probably not the best, but if you love the ocean and if you love just meandering and looking at fish and getting fish facts, it's a very good game. Like, you love diving, you love fish, very nice. If you're looking for, like, an end point or something to accomplish, not quite so much. Like, sadly, the reviews kind of got shut down because people didn't get the point of the game in the first place, it feels like. Like, either Endless Ocean is absolutely for you, or you're not going to get it. It's very, very divisive, I guess, is what I want to think. Yeah, divisive. Divisive's the word. But, like, on a technical level, for what it's trying to go for, it's pretty damn good, I'd say. Like, my only complaint currently is that if I'm trying to scan for new fish, it likes to pick up every single other old fish. I'm like, I just, please, stop. I've already seen that thing like 50 times. I'm looking for these guys in particular. The red barracuda in this case. I've never actually seen a red barracuda. I've seen great barracuda. Those guys are assholes.
Red barracuda. This barracuda has a small head, large eyes, and a wide mouth. It swims in shoals in shallow parts of the open sea, preying on small fish with its sharp,
And also,
canine-like
unlike great
teeth.
barracuda, they're
Some specimens
manageable.
can grow to be up to 50 centimeters in length.
Unlike a great barracuda, which gets to be over 6 feet long, which is bigger than I am, and also full of sharp teeth and also swims in schools. So while I may be beating a dead horse at this point, again, like, we'll mess around with sharks. Very cute, very funny guys. Great barracuda, especially in a school? No. Leave immediately. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. If you like having your limbs attached still, maybe don't mess with the great barracuda. Just don't. It's not worth it. You don't want that smoke. Kind of surprised though, I'm not seeing more new fish in these newer squares. Like I've explored, I want to say 35% of the current map I'm on. Something like that, but I've only seen like 25% of the fish, so either there's a very large concentration of new fish all bundled in one spot farther from here, or I'm doing a very bad job of looking for the guys. It's hard to tell at this point. Like, I feel like I'm being pretty thorough, but who knows? Oh, wow, it's already almost 11:30. Go a little bit longer, I guess. But I'm trying to make sure I actually save my voice and everything for Elden Ring at the very least, because if I don't have a voice by the time Thursday rolls around, I'm going to be in trouble, because that is going to be a whole weekend of stuff. Oh, that's going to be nothing I'm not used to, but something I definitely know I need to be at 100% for before I start doing it. Mystery board, what do we got? It's a stone tablet of some mysterious origin. Beats me. Like, for what it's worth, it's nice that they're salvaging stuff. I just feel like it's not utilized as well as it could be. Like, okay, look at this funny thing you found. What about it? Don't worry about that part. Actually, wait, let me double check. There might be. There are logs for the fish. Are there logs for the actual salvage? Do they actually explain much? Not a whole lot. Like, wow, it's an aluminum ingot. Or ukiyo-e painting. But yeah, mostly just tiny little blurbs. Not for the rest could be useful in the kitchen, but not as a drawing pan, this thing is too damn wet. But yeah, again, like, the fish definitely deserve more work put into them than the salvage, but it's also weird that the salvage is here at all, considering how little is actually done with it, if that makes sense. Let's see. This is a surprisingly empty square, which makes me feel like there should be something bigger than a dolphin at least, but we'll see. I mean, that's just the case with the ocean in general. Like, even actually diving, like, okay, I'm gonna go dive because I want to go see X, Y, and Z. The chances of you actually seeing X, Y, or Z are a lot slimmer than you might like, depending if you're looking for something very specific. Like, for example, we were gonna go see bull sharks in Cozumel back in February. And even though you're technically paying a bit more to go see them, there sure as heck is no guarantee you'll actually see them. Like, you can't control them. They are wild animals. Like, they go where they please. So you have to treat everything you do see as something that's actually a precious gift, because, like, yeah, it's a crapshoot on how... Oh, I forgot I'm still... Wait, I'm still friends with you. Anyways. Trevally? No, tuna. Okay.
Dogtooth tuna. It is often found inhabiting the coral reefs in shallow shoreline areas. It can be distinguished from other tuna species by its lower first dorsal fin and its wavy lateral line. While smaller members of the species swim in large schools, larger ones are found in pairs or go on their own.
But yeah, like, it's a very nice game if you want to just, like, chill and vibe. Although it also can get a little too relaxing sometimes when you cross from just vibing to eating. Like, I could definitely fall asleep to this game, but also don't want to do it on stream. Tuna, you order a Sheen and onion sandwich from Uber Eats and they gave you two... How do you confuse a cheese and onion sandwich for tuna? Like, I know there's tuna melts, but, like, that seems like a very... Were they even paying attention at all? Like, even if you were doing it just based off of looks and not, I don't know, by the receipts or the labels they usually... Like, they usually at least write stuff on the actual wrapper saying what it is. That's wild. Must be out of stock. I mean, yes, sometimes they do say that if something's out of stock, they'll get you something similar that's close, but that's still wild. Like, if they already have cheese and onion and they're trying to make a tuna melt, then that feels weird that that would be out of stock in the first place. Very odd.
Rainbow sea perch. This species of surf
Like, I think the
lives
worst
in
I've had to
kelp
deal with
dense
as far
areas
as,
and near
like,
reefs.
delivery goes recently
At
is I've
most,
been
it
getting,
only
like, a
grows to
really nice
around 30
mapo
centimeters
tofu
long, making it
from a really
significantly
nice
smaller
Chinese
than its
place
cousin,
around
the striped
town
sea
for, like,
perch.
$18, which is
It
a
has
freaking
dark
steal
brown
for
stripes on its
DoorDash.
back and a muted.
But they usually forget the egg roll, and I'm not sure if they forget the egg roll or if they're just like, oh hey, free egg roll, I'm gonna go eat this egg roll. You can never really tell. Because I went like a month with no egg rolls, I'm like, oh, like usually no egg rolls, like, oh, that sucks, that's bad luck, but that happens like maybe once every 2 months. But no, I had like a month of just no egg roll. I'm just like, is it because they're not doing egg rolls at the restaurant? Or am I just getting gypped out of egg rolls? I cannot tell. Like, am I getting just completely screwed out of it? I don't know. No idea. Can you play this offline? What's the 3-month? Yeah, no, you can play this offline. You can play this entirely offline. Which I kind of forgot about myself, actually, because I could have played this last week when I had no internet. But that kind of just went right over my head now, didn't it? But yeah, no, as far as this goes... Actually, let me get out of here after this.
Blackfin sea bass.
And
When
show you
compared
real
to
quick.
the Japanese
It's
sea
easier
bass,
that way.
this species of fish is taller, with a flatter, silvery white body. It has a protruding lower jaw. It is a saltwater fish that prefers the whitecaps created by waves in rough seas, and it is popular with sports anglers.
It's actually a pretty good point in general, so let's see. Just end this particular dive for now. And I can go show that off real quick. Yay, more stickers! I don't think I've ever actually used the stickers. But yeah, it's a good game. Again, as long as you know what you're in for and are not trying to make the game something it's not. And just accept that it's just, haha, we're gonna vibe and look at funny fish, and also there's a really weird story to go with it sometimes. But yeah, like, you have story, which is like weird look at these super like they're obviously fake fish, but I want to say like, God, what was it called? Like, theorizing about like potential evolution. There's a word for it that I just on the tip of my tongue. But like, oh hey, like what ifs? Like, okay, what if there's like a giant like goldfish looking coelacanth? Or like these giant sea dragons. Also, thank you GazzyBoy69 for following, and welcome to the Slug Gang. Hope you have a wonderful time. But yeah, like, we got story mode, obviously. You have to unlock the chapters eventually by getting more points in the solo dive stuff. Also, hi Gloobar, how you doing? Hope you're also having a wonderful time. Yeah, it's getting kind of EP hours. It is getting close to midnight, but yeah. If you're playing offline GazzyBoy, you have story and you have solo dives. You get to do a bit of story at first, and then you need to do more solo dives and collect more fish research to get more story. Event dives are only online, and shared dives are only online, so these obviously you won't be able to do after Nintendo Switch Online runs out. But these two, you can do these two as much as you want. You can do the entire story, you can do multiple solo dives, and like, you can save dives. Also, thank you, Gloobar. Yeah, it was annoying not having internet for a week after, like, it was like, I went to Offkai, I played a whole bunch of Wuwa and just didn't want to stream that week because I was trying to avoid post-con depression, and it might have been its own, in its own way. But yeah, it's nice to be back after about 3 weeks. But yeah, as far as like the actual solo custom dives go, you got 3 slots, ugh, 3 slots, not 3 sluts, Jesus. This isn't that kind of a stream, I swear. You got 3 slots to work with. So like, I've been working on this one, but you have different options. And you can also actually get like dive IDs from other people, so like even if you're not actually connected online, you can use the IDs to get new ones, I think. At least I'm pretty sure you wouldn't need online for that if you just have the actual ID, because the IDs are like generated in the game itself on the game side, not the server side, I would like to think. Do not quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But you got options. And then you got the story mode, and that by itself is probably going to run you a good 40 to 50 hours, it feels like. Like, it is a decent, massive chunk of game. Like, I feel like I'm definitely getting what I paid for, at least if nothing else, so I hope you enjoy it too. And then you get, like, little profile stuff. You can customize your dive suit. I decided to weeb out a little bit and made it Ava Unit 01 because those are the colors I had available. I think you can unlock more colors later on as a treat. And yeah, there's also achievements you can be hunting after as well. Although I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, there are more outside of just story stuff. Only 7.5 hours, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. Yeah, there's lots of stats to track. There's lots of like different customization options. There's stickers, there's different diving colors. There's probably different... Actually, no, okay. There might not be different like actual dive suit types, but we'll see. Yeah, no, I think it's just colors. Usually through either rank or achievements, it looks like. So you got options. But the dive suit itself is not customizable, it looks like. You also get stickers you can unlock through rank, achievements, and also cash. I like if it would actually let me get to this one. Like this one right here reminds me of like the whale and dolphin conservation that I was doing before. Also Scrimblow mail. Wow, that has been a while. Let's see. I think it's 5 or 6. Oh right, I changed it so it was Control 6, right? Yep. Wow, it's me. I'm now a marketable toy. Wow, isn't that just wild? Hee hee hoo hoo. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, a little too big though for this particular model. There we go. That's a little better. I have been scrimblowed. I am now a pocket slug. Wow. What you gonna do if that slug in your pocket? Just don't throw me in a washing machine or something. That would be evil. Yeah, just a little guy. But yeah, there's definitely options for customization. As I was mentioning before, I got scrimblowed. Reminds me of whale and dolphin conservation, which I worked with for the marathon, or not the marathon, what do you call it? Donathon, kind of? Yeah, Donathon. With like Positivity and a bunch of other people back in April for Earth Day. And there's also emotes, in case you do want to just either just emote for the hell of it, or just want to go online when you have the chance and mess with it a bit. There's a lot of options. It's gonna take me a billion years to even try to unlock a fraction of this, though I can already tell. But still, it's nice. It's nice that it's there at least. The mystery board's also like part of the story stuff. Although I could've... Okay, I was about to say, I know I got at least a number of these. And I'm guessing by the time you're finished with it, it makes like a giant, like, picture, which might lead to something? I don't know, it's still too early in the game for me to really tell what we're going for here. And if you want to go back and just look up, like, actual, like, fish facts and stuff, there's the logs here. Which I definitely am not going to be borrowing so I can go make a bunch of fish facts for redeems or anything. Nope, definitely not. Definitely not just going to be, like, taking all of this and be like, okay, this is... I'm taking this now. I'm showing this to people on other streams now. You can't stop me. No one can stop me. But yeah. One of these days, I'll get around to it. Like, I'm not sure if I want to unlock more or just, like, start with what I have and keep going, although it might get a little confusing and I might accidentally double up on things if I haven't actually finished the chart, but also there's so many fish to go through. There's only 578 of them. So, we'll see. This will be a work in progress. So I did do something like this for the cetaceans and whales and stuff for that Abzu stream I did a couple months ago for WDC, but this is going to be its own separate thing using a similar framework whenever I get to it. But yeah, good game, good soup. Would recommend to anyone who has an actual interest in fish in the ocean if you're just trying to find like a fun little game that's like objective based. This isn't it. Just make sure you know what you're getting into before you buy it. That it's the kind of vibe you want, I guess. Because there's like another game I think Diggy was playing that was like you were like doing boss battles with like giant imaginary fish and stuff. Actually, you're right. I remember because the final boss was literally like a blue Glaucus sea slug, but it was like 50 feet long. It was very silly. I think I have that. Let me see. I think I have that in my little like notes that I have in my server. Let's see. Because there's Lumi stuff. There's Pacific. No. Yeah, this one. If you're looking for like a silly game that's like part board game, part fish facts, like wacky Mario Party stuff, and like weird boss fights and stuff, this is the game you're looking for. If you're looking for just like straight up just like ocean ecology and a kind of silly story, I'd go for this. But I mean, if you already have it, unless you're trying to return it, But I feel like if you actually appreciate fish and ocean and ecology, it's worth it. It's definitely worth my time so far. I'll be on this for a while. I don't know if I'll keep streaming all of it. I might do some off-stream. We'll see. Like, it's mostly just a kind of, like, chill and vibe game. But all the same. It's very nice. But on that note, it is getting late. I'm getting kind of eepy. I'm sure a lot of you guys might be hungry or eepy yourself, so I think we're going to go call it here for now. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Oh no, I'm now rapidly approaching your location. Ah! But yeah, I had a wonderful time in the stream. I hope all of you gamers did too. It is awfully late for a Monday night, although we can send you over to somebody, but I hope you had a lot of fun at least. You should have stopped by earlier. It's okay. Again, I normally don't stream on Monday, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot to begin with. Like, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday afternoons, usually what it is, and Friday nights for collabs and stuff, but again, it happens. It happens. But I'm glad a lot of you had fun, and I hope whoever I send you off to is being very cool and pog. Actually, thinking of, we were just talking about wait, what is this new raid channel thing? Hello? I don't know these people. Why are you recommending me random people? I just want people I already follow. What is going on? No, don't sort by for me. Sort by the people I actually follow. What? What did they do? What did they do? I've only been gone for 3 weeks. Hello? Okay, let me actually look for an actual channel since they apparently just decided to do some weird nonsense with raiding now. In case you still want to stay up and go watch other people meme around, let's see. Bronzwa's playing Guilty Gear, very different vibe. Like, I love Bronzwa. Guilty Gear's not the vibe after this. Let's see. Burner's playing Honkai Star. Tempting, because I was already playing it, and it's also at least kind of chill. I think Diggy said they already done, though. Boo. And, you know, I haven't actually rated Burner in a long time, it feels like. I mean, to be fair, it's obviously been at least 3 weeks, but yeah, let's go say hi. Since I was talking about it, let's go raid Burner as a treat. Burner VT. Heh? Following. Just following. Okay, there's a filter just for following. Thank goodness. I was about to say. Yeah, let's go say... Oh, wow. Okay, this is actually interesting. You can actually watch the stream as you're about to... That's actually a good quality of life. Okay, once you get used to it, this is actually much better. But yeah, let's go say hi to Burner. Let's go say hi. He's going to start Honkers as a treat. And... Okay, yeah, we Gucci. Everything looks good here. Have a wonderful night, every sluggy. I will see you gamers possibly Wednesday afternoon at 3 CST for more Link to the Past randomizer with crowd control. And after that, it's just the Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree DLC marathon this weekend. If you actually like me, you'll probably be sick of me by the end of this weekend. If not by Dawn Trail next weekend. Holy crap, yeah, that's a lot of streaming in a little amount of time. But yeah. See you. Actually, wait. Raid message. Wait, right. Goo quoted something. Let's use that if I can find it. Yeah, sure, let's just use this quote. That works. Thank you, Goo. This is the raid message. Wonderful. Okay, come on, hurry up. Wide. There you go. There's the raid message. It's like the ocean is thick as hell or something. I can't. I need a quote bot. I need a quote bot. I need a quote bot. I really do. Anyway, see you around, gamers. Hee hee hoo hoo. Enjoy Burner. Enjoy Star Rail. I'll see you around.